Do we think that there's a real chance, though, that Simple gets broken by having to play against these type of teams with these type of teammates?
If he does, he doesn't deserve to play Tier 1 Counter-Strike anymore.
Fair?
Yeah. Because it is like, yes, you will get frustrated, but we have really moved on in terms of how you can behave on a team, right, as a member of a professional team, especially a Tier 1 team, right? You just can't get away with those things. Like, no one's going to play with you. It doesn't matter how good you are. And we're talking about Simple. He's the greatest ever, arguably, right? So if he can't get away with it, no one can.
Sell in-game items at the best prices in just a couple of clicks. We are the biggest instant sell service for in-game items like Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Rust. Easy selling process and instant withdrawal of funds to the most popular payment methods. More than 140,000 deals and 50,000 active sellers every month. Use promo code HLTV5 and get a 5% bonus on the sale of your skins. SkinPlace. Sell items now.
When every move counts, your chair shouldn't hold you back. Top esports players are switching to Anthros for unbeatable support and performance that keeps them in the game longer. Designed to support your unique shape and built with medical-grade components, Anthros is setting a new standard for comfort. Check out the Anthros difference today and get ready to fix your sit, because gaming deserves more than just a chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Counter-Strike fans across the globe, welcome back to another episode of HLTV Confirmed. We're coming to you live and direct from Cologne, Germany. It's XPERION. We've been here plenty of damn times. It's our 4th year. We got the live audience. They're making some noise. They got some free beer. It's funny. You get a bit of free beer going and people love to make a bit of noise. I tried to get them going before the show. People would have missed you, would have seen me on the cams. We were doing a this or that. They were pretty tempered. But right now, we've got a few more people rocking in. Hello, lads. How you doing? And look, we got our lovely sponsors, SkinPlace. We'll have Skinionaire later. I let everybody know earlier, but I'll let you know again. All these goodies you see down here, Steel Series, Zowie, all that good stuff, so there's some Vaxi stuff. That is donated to the show by Twists. He lives in Cologne. He won't be here with us. We've also got some stuff from Boxer to give away thanks to Launders, the HLTV stuff. So we'll be giving away a whole bunch of goodies here this evening. We're going to be doing Skinionaire. We'll have stuff to give away. That'll be with Harry and Hugo. We got Anthros, of course. Use the code HLTV300, have $300 off. And yeah, we'll be doing Fix Your Sit as well. We'll be trying to fix German Counter-Strike. But look, it can't just be me. We need to bring out our lovely, lovely regulars. Let's bring out Prof, shall we, everybody? Let's get him out here. You're dressed up for the occasion.
I have to wait for people to calm down to hear you. What's up?
Might just have to turn the mics up a bit. I said you're dressed up for the occasion. You got a belt on. You got a lovely collared shirt on.
I did my best.
Yeah, you've come prepared.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, you're not alone. We'll get Striker out here as well, shall we? Striker! Now, Striker 8. I see you didn't decide to wear a belt or a collared shirt.
One more time, sorry?
I see you're not wearing a collared shirt. What's going on?
Yeah.
No belt?
I'm just phoning it in, Chad. I thought you knew that.
Fair enough. Well, he's here. Look, everybody, tonight, as mentioned, it's our 4th time at XPERION. I already mentioned the free beer, but the reason I didn't mention the company, because I can swear now, first 7 seconds of YouTube videos. But look, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I'm going to say, I've written it down almost phonetically for myself, so let's see how I go. Palana?
Let's hear the audience. Let's hear the audience.
How do I say it? Palana? Palana?
There you go. Yeah.
All right, well, free beer. That's what we got going on. But yeah, big shout out to XPERION. This is the 4th time we're here. We've got a bunch of regulars, a bunch of people that we see at all the confirmed shows, or at least the ones over here on this side of the pond. It feels like this one's come around pretty damn quick. Austin felt like it was just the other day.
Yeah, I mean, just the off season, right? Kind of catching up on things, taking some time off, and here we are in Cologne, right? Starting the second part of the season. Obviously, Fisher before this as well. So felt like the off season was shorter than ever for me.
Yeah, we've touched on that a bit already. Now, look, I got to shout out to another bit of a. I guess, I don't know if it's a sponsor of the show, but it's definitely so. We've got a fun little camera going on down here, closest to me. It's an OBSBot camera, it's an AI camera. So if you see that flicking around, moving around, doing all this stuff, it can work with hand sensors. Just want to say thanks to them because they provided that for the show. We've also got the guests coming. So we've got Harry and Hugo, they'll be our last 2 guests. They'll be joining us to do the Skinionaire quiz. We've got Machine, but why don't we get him out here? We've got another man to throw into the mix. I think you guys speak a similar language or something like that. Let's get him out here. You?
Yeah? Should I?
Yeah, get him out of here.
Janko, come over here.
What an intro, Chad.
I thought he might do it in like the native tongue from your part of the world. Because you guys speak a similar language, right?
Right, you're afraid to say Serbian because he's Croatian and you don't know if you're going to offend him.
I don't know about the politics. I don't know about the politics.
You need to learn how to say Paulana.
Is that right?
Why doesn't Chad want to say like properly the names of things, you know? Why are you doing this to kyousuke?
What about...
You mean kyousuke?
What about Keish?
Yeah, that's another terrible one.
Look, it's just tough for me. I have the Australian twang. So I have an excuse, all right? I'm not from this part of the world.
Also, why do you get like a whole set table for yourself? Like you were the boss here and... I thought you work for them.
Well, this is a job interview, Janko, so we thought you might want a gig here as well.
I need a new job.
What's your resume looking like these days?
A lot of viewers will agree.
All right. No, I don't know. I just think they want me to be... Prof wants me to be like a late-night talk show host. I don't know if he wants me to get cancelled like Colbert, but we'll see what happens there.
Don't know anything about that, but honestly, when you give him this desk, he takes his job a lot more seriously, you know? I think he really... You know, his ego is huge. We all know this.
We all know it.
The only thing that's bigger than his bags is the ego. So
wow, okay, double. Look, I wanted to ask for a pay rise as well, so that might not be happening. Look, we're obviously here for IEM Cologne. We've done this bunch. You've joined us for this show as well before, haven't you, Janko? But you were here last year,
I was here last year, yes.
Yeah, so you're familiar with this?
I wasn't supposed to come this year, but they weren't able to get any players.
That's
true. It was kind of okay. Everyone said no, so can you come over? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I think you were asked before Harry and Hugo, though, so that should make you feel pretty good.
Wow, Harry and Hugo. How high can the bar go, I wonder?
Hey, I'm saying that, right? Now, look, I want to get straight into tonight's show because we have 2 hours here, right? We're going to try and keep it to 2 hours. Yes. Prof looks at me, diligent stuff.
This is true.
Yeah, so we don't want to bleed over.
He is more serious.
Yeah.
I have to be. I don't have a choice, right? I'm being forced into this box. It can't just be free flow, and I've got to do 2 hours and out. So what I want to do right now is I want to touch on Cologne and maybe some of the debuts, right? Because we've already had Fisher, but there was a whole bunch of teams, especially the big names, that we got to see in Cologne for the first time. And we wanted to do a tier list because we love rating things and getting everybody upset. And we want to get you guys involved as well. So let's bring up the tier list if we could, Lucas. We'll talk about some of these teams on debut with players.
I like how it's...
Hey, fix it, Lucas. We're not setting the precedent already, all right? Roll those back. Get them back to where they're starting positions.
You know, the worst part is there's 2 things wrong with that tier list already.
What are they, Striker?
I mean, there's SunPayus and good as well. So
okay. Well, look, we'll get to that one. We'll get to that one. All right. Well, obviously, one that's near and dear and close to my heart was JKS joining FlyQuest. Right? They didn't do too well. They didn't make it out of stage 1. They did win a series. They beat Bait, but otherwise they lost to Liquid. So, look, Janko, let's get you to get the ball rolling here, shall we? If you were to place FlyQuest with JKS...
So this is the team or the player?
The player.
The player? I think it was good. I think for impressive is too strong. If you put a different word over good, I would put it. But I think definitely, you know, you could see a couple of rounds that JKS is known for, a couple of clutches here and there, was leading the way for the team for the most part. And you can tell that he is a level ahead of everyone in terms of understanding also the game and everything. And I like that in the interview he was very vocal about how he understands this is also a reason why he was brought to the team, so he can be a leader and sort of get everyone up to date to how to play the game on a higher level in some of these situations. So yeah, first time when we saw him, he was just a rookie debutant, and now he's the veteran player of the team. So yeah, I think all in all, a good first showing for JKS and FlyQuest.
In reflection though, and I might be remembering wrong, so I should probably talk before check before I talk, but I'm not very good at that. Didn't they take a map off of FURIA as well? They beat them on Dust too, didn't they? Someone said yeah. Someone seems to agree. Someone's got a better knowledge than we do.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, if they did, in reflection with FURIA making it to the playoffs and beating Falcons, isn't that good?
It's like they took 2 maps off of Falcons, is what you're trying to say.
I'm just trying to say that at the time it didn't feel like a big deal. But the fact that they did take a map off of FURIA, sure, they lost to Liquid. They bounced back on Dust 2 there as well. But it's not great. But yeah, I would agree, good. But yeah, I think that that's something that people might miss, is the fact that FlyQuest did actually play FURIA in that opening round. And it wasn't too bad. It was okay.
JK good, but not best. JW best.
Yeah, check HLTV, JW pregnant. I did see Forrest today. He's not in jail, just so everyone's aware. He's actually around the hotel. So.
Forrest?
Yeah. Don't know what he's here for, but he's here.
Not that we know.
Well, I didn't know. I had no idea.
He could have been here. Hashtag spoiler. Okay. Well, are you guys happy with that? You happy with him in good?
I think that's a good one.
And the crowd, you guys felt pretty content with that. Do we like JKS in good? All right, nice. Yanko, you've done well there. Done well there, Yanko. All right, so we finished the JKS section. Let's get into the next. Now, the next one, this isn't a player, but it's a coach. Obviously, Flashie jumped on the landmine that was having to deal with Liquid. Now, Striker, we'll start with you here. Flashie
like
on
one
debut.
Fan of Flashie in the crowd.
Yeah, is it a Hungarian? I'm not sure. But Lucas, you got to fix the screen. It's a little bit fucked up now as well, mate. You've got a lot of things. There it is. That's what we're looking for. So. If solving tech issues gets this type of celebration, mate, he should break things more often. But Striker, what do you reckon about Flashie's debut in the Liquid jersey?
I mean, there's going to be somewhere. It's going to be somewhere lower down. Let's just say that because
it's not the coach's fault the players can't shoot.
Yeah, but what has he done that's good then? Like,
well, I don't know. Ask Yanko. Yanko will tell you that JKS has his NAF's roles, so there's no wonder that NAF only got 3 kills. So
I think anytime there's a coaching change, it's going to take time for NAF to get no, I don't know. It's tough because he has to change a lot, and to be able to implement that. He said they only had a 4.5-day boot camp and so on. They played some good teams as well. They've had glimpses where they looked good.
They had glimpses where they looked really bad.
They lost 2 times to FaZe, right? Who looked great against them, and then FaZe goes on and loses 2 times to NAVI and looks crap against NAVI. So what are we supposed to deduce from this game?
I think we should deduce the Liquid is bad and NAVI is good and FaZe is in the middle, I guess. I think that's the conclusion.
I think for now that is fair.
Yes.
That's also, I think, I don't know, underwhelming, I guess, or...
Underwhelming, I think, is fine. Like, I can't really put too much responsibility on him, but he didn't really impress either. So, we'll see how it goes. But nothing to blow us away so far.
Like, if he was able to do something in the short term, that would probably be, it would feel random more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because for what he's talking about, what he wants to introduce to the team, that's going to take a little bit of time for everyone to sort of buy into it, get adjusted to the different style and whatnot.
So it's impossible for Flashie to win at this.
Yeah, it is a terrible job to accept.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we've got to the bottom of that. What do you guys think? Flashie in underwhelming? You reckon that's fine? All right, they're very agreeable so far, so probably about half a beer deep at this point. We'll see how they get to once it's about 2 in the system.
Some hot takes needed.
Prof, Kaspersky in the NIP jersey. We've seen this kid before.
I feel like that 4K alone is impressive.
Oh, really?
Impressive, just based on that.
Okay.
Overall, I think he was, I don't know the rating off the top of my head, but when I watched him, he was impactful. He had some good plays, and that highlight is like top 10 highlights of the year, probably at the end of the year.
Wow, okay. Yeah. All right. Does anybody else have any pushback here? Because Prof wants to put him in impressive.
No, I think he was. I think he even, for the first stage, it was like 125, and then I think even stage 2, he ended up being on top for his team. And like you can see the difference because before that, Snappy was complaining how he doesn't have any, like the people that he wanted to put in the star roles never really fit in them, and this guy is just like running out and doing it for him effectively. So I think it's about as good of a fit as you can imagine.
I remember him talking in Cologne last year, after they were out in Falcons, they're at the bar and talking. It's like, we just need a star player, man. Well, If it were only one, that was enough.
Got him.
There's always one more the same. But yeah, again, I mean, impressive. I guess you need something between good and impressive, man.
What do you?
You
I
know?
didn't look. I didn't.
But never mind. I'm willing to say it's impressive. Also, one of the reasons Snappy is really vocal about how he thinks he can win tournaments with this lineup.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy listening to
Yeah.
from the outside and when you watch them play, but maybe with time, considering how he was doing it with ends, maybe. But yeah, Kaspersky has looked really, really good, had a lot of impact in some of their wins, so someone has to be put in impressive.
Well, this one there might be some hot debate about.
Chad, I have a request for you.
Yes.
What's going on in the classroom?
What do you mean?
That's it. I feel like the last row we need to kick them out. They're too loud. back there.
Don't they pay?
What?
Don't they pay to be here?
Nah, but they need to really respect the classroom. I feel like.
You're the one dressed like a teacher.
Yeah. That is my nickname, kind of. You know.
Yeah, that is true. Professor. All right. So you need some respect here. Is that what you
Yeah,
feel?
you know. I mean, respect the people around you. You know.
Respect underdog.
Yeah, that's also true.
But we want them to make noise. So what type of noise do you want?
But they need to be either super loud,
Yeah.
or shut the fuck up. I think that's don't be in between.
All right. Goading the crowd. I think it's a strategy. But look, kyousuke is our next on the Falcons debut. Now, look, there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype. Now, look. We're talking about him and his performance, not necessarily the team's, right? So obviously the result for Falcons was very disappointing overall. But
It's a very important distinction to make in this case.
yes. How do we feel about this kid on debut, though? Because this is pretty good. Striker said, this is an audio element to this too. They can see that okay, but what do you want to say?
I mean, I think the crowd has said it. I mean, he outperformed everybody. He outperforms Nico Monesi on his debut, and he's just looking comfortable pretty much everywhere you put him.
Here's the problem, though, right? Is because the way that he was touted, the expectation was extremely high, along with like a donk level of expectation. So he didn't just blow everybody away and win the event.
I mean, at the beginning, it was looking like you could be headed that way, to be
Yes.
honest. I mean, towards the end, of course, I mean, he tapered off. Like, if it wasn't for like the second half of Dust 2, he started that like 20-3 or something, and it was just that second half where he just tapered off. But it was the whole team at that point, you know, that just disappeared off the face of the planet in that FURIA game. So I think, I don't know, like he could have been donk in Katowice, of course. Like we could have had that sort of an expectation for him, but I don't think that's a reasonable one.
But
You didn't have names like Chopper and Magix around him too.
yeah, you know, just Nico,
Help him out.
Monesi, you know, no, not big names at all. So would we put him in impressive?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think it wasn't as good as his stats are, but it was still impressive.
What do you mean by that?
I think his stats are a little bit inflated.
Did he get a few too many ecos for your liking?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get an ace on the pistol round versus FURIA.
That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that kind of helps.
Didn't help though.
Those are impactful kills. No, you're right, it didn't help. Okay, let's go into the next one here. So this is where things start to get a little bit more difficult. So we're going to take each part of G2, because some of them were good, and some of them were not so good. I think I might be kind with that one right there. So Saw in the G2 jersey. How do we feel that G2 performed with flashie? It was tough. G2, they were one game away from making the playoffs.
I think good, probably.
Okay.
It's fine.
How do we base that? Right? Is it because immediately the style that they were playing? What are you basing that off of for Saw?
A little bit of the fact that Hunter was still able to frag and not just turn into a IGL bot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that they were, one game away from making the playoffs, which for so many changes that they've made, new IGL, new Opera, players being moved around, MOUZ seemed to be a little bit more comfortable. So just again, from the early signs, it feels good.
They look good. I was happy with GT's performance.
I liked how they played Inferno. I mean, that's a map that you kind of have to approach slowly and with a lot of methodical plays and take your zones and all that stuff. And the way that they played some of these multi-layered rounds, where you take banana, you back off, you maybe take brackets, again you back off, and then you make them guess about what's happening. And it actually felt like they looked like a solid team in some of those games. So for a Hunter that's just been an in-game, just become an in-game leader for the first time in his career, you have to probably put some of that on Saw as well and what he set up as the system, for in place with the short amount of time he had, And for G2 to make top 8 with the way that SunPayus played, honestly, is impressive.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll get to him in a second.
Well, yeah, just to add on that, I think you also did the interview with Hunter, and he essentially said, you know, Saw makes the game plan. I'm just trying to follow the game plan and then call in the game, in the rounds, like things that happen, right? So he is already giving him a lot of credit and relying on him. So I think from that point of view, good. And the other thing is, like, he's setting up the team, and the only player that played poorly is SunPayus, and that's a guy that nothing really should be changing for, right? He's just opping, right? Everyone else, if like Hunter is playing bad, MATYS, MOUZ, or someone, you could be like, okay, maybe Saw didn't put him, he didn't set up the system of the team in a way they can perform, but like for SunPayus, nothing, or the least changed, I would say. Like, he should be playing pretty much the same, regardless in which team he is. So I think good is fine.
Okay, so let's wax Saw and good, and then we'll get into the SunPayus slander.
Yeah.
I think it's, look, whack him in there, Lucas. So, yep, there it is, bang. Okay, so SunPayus the Spaniard, his time in Heroic, right? He had lesser players around him, but still didn't perform to anything too amazing. He gets picked up from Heroic alongside of Saw. It's believed that they paid more money for Saw than they did for SunPayus, but they still have an AWPer, and he's meant to be more experienced.
Where did this information come from?
I don't want to tell you.
Sources.
Yeah.
Sources.
I got my sources. You got yours, Striker, all right?
Fair enough.
It's just like that news you leaked before. I can't believe it.
You got really offended by that question.
No, but SunPayus performed terribly. So, like, for him, if he had, you know, a couple more impactful rounds with the team, maybe they could be in the playoffs right now, as opposed to where they are. They beat FURIA the first time round. The second time round, they look like a shadow of themselves. So where would you guys be looking to place SunPayus? And what do you put this down to? Because it's a pretty rubbish performance from somebody who should have higher expectations around them.
It's kind of inexplicable for me, to be honest, because like for an AWPer to finish on like below 0.5 kills per round in a team like this, you know, where you are like pretty well set up and all that stuff, it just feels like I can't really explain it. I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah, it feels like much of his CS2 career, it's been very disappointing, right? Because I think he's a player that thrives in order as opposed to chaos, and sure, they might not be there yet, G2, but he's playing with Saw again, and in Saw's system, which he has for a good amount of his, good part of his international career. So not too many players on the team that, you know, have a massive voice or an ego or anything along those lines. I feel like any place that he wants to go for, he's allowed to go for. So I think with all that, it's disappointing, and you need to put this in context for people who maybe have not followed CS that much before. I mean, this is the guy who is out-topping zweih in 2022, right, at big events at Rio Major, when ENCE went up against Vitality, just puts him in his pocket. That isn't mechanically, doesn't blow your mind like m0NESY does, right, but it's more positioning, it's finding impact plays, it's, you know, just being a thorn in your opponent's side, and it's been very, very timid, you know, the last couple of teams.
I feel like this tier list is upside down because, like, green should be good, right? But we got green at the bottom for disappointing. He's in the red. These stats are in the red.
Falcons changed how we perceive everything.
That's great. So Falcons have really ruined it with their logo alone. But it has to be
anything green ever in your life again, Chad.
Oh, then that ruins money for me. So look, it has to be disappointing, right? There's no other way around this, guys. It has to be disappointing for SunPayus, yeah? Mate, on the forums, Prof, they're calling him SunPayPal.
I actually did not see this.
That's what they're calling him, SunPayPal.
What does that even have to do with anything? What's the basis of this joke?
I assume that there's layers to it, like he's fixing games and he gets paid through PayPal. There's layers. Doesn't stick.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Nah,
About Sun pay them.
Like, yeah, okay. Well,
paying people for.
He's in debt right now either way. Okay. So MATYS is maybe a name that the people at home aren't too familiar with. Oh, okay. All right, GOAT.
There's a Fnatic jersey over there. Explains everything.
Wait, how do you feel about Blame F? All right, that's what I thought. All right, so MATYS, how do we shape his performance, Prof?
I think okay.
There's no okay.
Average for me. I think average for me. Like he had some good games, had some bad games. Didn't really like blow me away.
Well, that's a good thing.
He did. Why would that be a good thing?
Why are you sharing this with the class? What
Not
you
that
do in
there's
your
anything
private
wrong with
time,
that.
mate, is complete. No, of course, but if he's sharing this right now, it's a bit of a bombshell. Are you going to write an article about this strike? You guys have been doing puff
I have to
pieces
get
lately.
somebody on that.
I feel like
right away.
people
It's more
not
that's to
blowing
US
me
sort of an article.
is not
Breaking news.
really news. I feel like that's like 99.99
Short news
of the world.
Short news, maybe.
Short news, yes.
Okay, so we'll get that in the short news. All right, so we're going to put him in average. I think.
So you say he's average?
Bang on average.
I think it's also kind of something to put in context of. He had to change quite a bit. They did do their best to accommodate him, I would say, because we saw in like Dust 2, he's playing mid, for example. When maybe you would have expected MOUZ in some of the either rotation or mid, but they put him on long. Where he used to play before Nico went out of the roster. So they're kind of trying to put him in positions that he does like, but it's still quite a lot of changes, especially more like the CT side, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's jump around. We got two more big ones, and these are the players. So we've kind of gone in list from the play-in stage or stage 1, if Carmack was here, up until the teams who are still in the tournament, being Spirit and NAVI. So the next one we've got in the mix is zweih. Now, he's only a kid, 17 years of age. I think high expectations for him, and he's been a little bit down on himself based off of his performance. So what do we make of this?
I would probably go below average just because of I had bigger expectations
underwhelming?
for him. I don't know whether I would put it necessarily on him rather than I feel like they basically kind of expect him to be Magic's 1.1-1, and I don't like
a slightly more skilled Magic.
Yeah, and I don't really like that because I kind of expected him to be a little bit more aggressive, to take a bit more authority in these anchor roles, but he's effectively playing them in a very similar way. On T side, he's just running in first for donk, right, a lot of the time. So he's not going to be able to do the same that he would be doing on Amiga before, and I hope that maybe he can grow into that a little bit more.
Still very early days, right? This is going to be his first big stadium. He's played some tier 1 events before, but never really like this, and the team composition is completely different for him. So, would we put him in average or underwhelming?
I would say underwhelming still. Even if it's not on him, we're just rating the debut overall.
Justice for Magics, I'm reading in someone's phone.
Justice for Magics,
My eyes haven't completely gone yet.
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming. All right, underwhelming. Pause,
go.
zweih. Well, we'll get to see, because this could still change. He could have a really good playoffs. He could thrive within the...
You don't wanna peak too early, Chad.
Yeah.
You wanna take your time, right?
I hope so. Yeah, well, or just be like donk and then just be good forever.
I think it's fine because, it's not anything to write home about yet about his performance. Sure, he had some moments. He's not the main reason why they are straight to the semifinals. Probably never going to be on a team with donk, but didn't blow anyone's mind yet, and that's fine. It's just been a couple of games,
It's fine. Okay. And finally, for NAVI, their newest addition, their rookie, makazze. So, I can't read that, mate. You're going to have to make that much bigger. I definitely can't read that. I still can't read that. That's... Prof, you got glasses on. Do you know what that's saying?
Here we go. We got a camera.
Here we go. Zweih ruined my pickums. Well, it's all right. You don't get a coin for this, so it's all good. Yeah, you're all right. You'll be fine. You'll get over it. Wait till the major. How do we feel about makazze, boys? Because NAVI, they probably feel like they're par for the course where they were before. They beat FaZe twice. FaZe were the team that they had to beat to get through. When they played them the second time round, it felt more dominant. makazze, stats-wise, hasn't really been much to write home about, though, but it has unlocked...
Started well, but I think then he had the terrible MOUZ game, I think, and then the last game was also kind of up and down. I think it's kind of where I would expect a player like that, his first big tournament. We've maybe gotten a little bit spoiled by the likes of donk and some of these kids that have just come up and just destroyed everybody in their first tournament. And I think this is more what we should expect from guys who have never played at any sort of a level like this.
I also think it's a huge difference between someone like donk and kyousuke, even the way they're set up in the team. He is just a brute force player.
Yeah.
Right. He is the sacrificial opener and not the setup guy. And I think they're also in Blade's system where he wants a certain type of Counter-Strike to be played, which is very structured, which is gonna kind of nurture.
Yeah.
Not nurture.
It's gonna limit
it's gonna kind of
yeah.
take off his balls a bit, which is gonna make him a worse player in the short term for sure, but maybe it will help the team and give them what they need.
I don't know. He plays yard on Nuke. He plays mid on Ancient. I mean, those are not positions where you don't have the ability to make plays or go for plays, even with, you know, having to play more of a structured style. So I think for me it was a little bit underwhelming.
Okay.
I think you're right, Striker, where we did get spoiled by some of these players who just show up, even if you eliminate Donk, but there's been guys who just hit the ground running, right? Even when you talk about maybe someone like Tanir, recently we had even ages before someone like Nerds coming in, like a lot of these guys who come in and just hit the ground running, really. So for this to be like, especially if you just look at the gun rounds and some of these situations, right, it's been a little bit slow, the adjustment, but again, Blade in his interview talking about, you know, it makes sense and these young players need some sort of a runway, they need to learn how to do these things. So we'll see. Similar to zweih, that doesn't mean he's bad and can't get it done. It's just about, you need a few events, you need some reps, you need to get through all the motions of just the LAN environment, the media, the SSD setup. He never played with in-ears before up until this tournament. You know, like all those little details that you don't necessarily even think about that are going to have a little bit of an effect on your game.
Is there any consideration? I understand we're looking at what this player does within the team, but it feels like Imma and Bit are playing some of their best Counter-Strike we've seen in a while.
Imma especially,
yeah, he's been looking great, and he's playing out of position a lot.
Again, yeah, he's the one who's actually taken the biggest hit, you know, to try to allow makazze to be most comfortable, right? He's playing more lurky nowadays, right? In some of these positions like Ancient's A, you know, on T side, right? And he's been playing great.
He's thriving,
so
yeah.
I wonder, like, I don't even know where that comes from, if it's just comfort in those roles anyway, because he's...
Or maybe JL was toxic.
What, sorry?
JL could have been toxic.
Who knows?
I don't know. Imma didn't play very well when s1mple was on the team. And then JL, we saw him getting more and more emotional as time went on. Maybe Imma didn't like that. Maybe he likes the teammates that are a bit more calm. I don't know. I'm talking complete shit. This is baseless claims.
Yeah, you are.
I like
That's your favorite thing lately.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. Where would you put him in the audience? Would you put him in average? Yeah? Okay.
That sounds about right.
All right. All right. Fair enough. We'll whack him in average. Okay. And
Not bad.
I think his rating was like 1.0, so that is average. It's actually below average, but we'll leave it there. Okay. Cool. So that's all the...
Where's broky on this list?
Well, he wasn't a debut, but don't you worry. We will talk about Liquid now. Sorry, Liquid? FaZe. We'll talk about FaZe now. We already spoke a bit about Liquid because we had the Flash situation. We spoke about Falcons. We can go into both of those a little bit more, but the one that we didn't was FaZe. Are there any FaZe fans in the audience? Wait, I gotta ask a question. Why?
You know how to do face up?
What? Yeah, but what are they a fan of now? What is there to be a fan of besides the legacy that no longer performs the way it should?
No, just Chad, you're a fan of the club, you know, even when they're down. True fans are fans, even when the team is struggling. It's easy to be a Vitality fan now.
He beat you. He beat you again.
Yanko.
He doesn't believe that,
You're
though.
with the team through thick and thin, Chad.
Yanko.
Thick and thin.
Australian brain can't comprehend. Simply cannot comprehend, like, following a team despite it sucking for like 25 years.
I mean, he should know. He should know of all people.
What do you mean, Renegades?
I mean, either that. Jake. Are you still a fan of JKS?
Huh?
Are you still a fan of JKS?
I'm not a fan. I'm his friend. There's a difference,
Sure,
you know.
okay.
So don't worry about that. I've never.
But you stuck through him through thick and thin, right?
Well, that's what you do with your friends. There's a difference, right? So, wow. We got to talk about this FaZe roster though, because right now, the way that they played in some of the games, it looked like a team that was energetic. Carrigan was bringing a lot of energy. They were, you know, doing silly comms and stuff before the matches went. And then when they play against NAVI, it's like, well, they don't really even have a chance to win. I understood they took a map off them the first time round, but
First
the second
game was pretty good, yeah. The
second time they got blown out, or at least it felt like they got blown out. What do we feel about FaZe?
I feel really weird because I did a lot of the FaZe games outside of the 2 NAVI games.
Okay, so you only have the
So
good
I'm
experience.
like, wow, this team is like playing pretty good. You know, broky's back, everything's great. And then the NAVI game comes, and then I do all the NAVI games except for the FaZe game. So I'm like, ooh, NAVI is like, it's a bit rough out there, you know, like this new team. You know, okay, Ima's great. He has 30 kills. Next teammate has 9 kills. You know, and then now they're in the playoffs and FaZe isn't. So what am I supposed to think about that, Chad?
That NAVI are in the playoffs and FaZe isn't. That's it. That's all you got to think about that. But is FaZe cooked? Is this roster going to have any success?
No.
So something that Striker brought to my attention when we were talking the other day is there's some issues with FaZe trying to make changes in the break because of their roster constellation going into the major. That's something that's worth explaining, I think, Striker.
Yeah, I mean, so this is going to be complicated and people are going to be so fucking bored.
Pay attention, all right? This is interesting.
VRS stuff, right?
But essentially they couldn't make a change?
Effectively, so they had to keep, like, down to the basics, they had to keep Kerrigan,
Elige, Frozen.
Elige and Frozen. That's the three that they should have. Then they needed to keep because effectively, before the break, their roster said simple, but they also said skulls instead of rain because they played Dallas with skulls.
Oh.
So effectively, that was already two changes that they had to make with broky
big problem.
back plus rain coming back, right?
So they couldn't
couldn't make a third change instead of, let's say, Elige obviously has been one that we've looked at, whether he's going to stay on this roster. That could have been a plan. There definitely was some movement there, potential, but they just couldn't. Now, not for these two events. The two events that it matters for was this and EWC. So effectively, like past EWC, we might see something.
Can you just repeat what you said? There was some movement possible with who?
I mean, I don't actually know who, but I can only assume that it can be Elige.
Okay.
How's that got a round of applause?
The most surprising thing to me out of all this, that there is someone at FaZe who was aware of this. Like, that they didn't just make a change.
And go, oh, we're not invited to these events
Wait,
anymore.
what? Like, this works like that? That's the most surprising thing. But I don't know, I think, here's the problem with a lot of, for example, G2, right? They looked really good for their debut, considering everything, right? And you feel good about this team now, they're going to be a fun team to follow and everything, but it's like, how are they going to break into the top three? When, that's going to be the conversation for a lot of these teams that don't have a guy named Donk, a guy named Zaivu, Monesi, Rops, kyousuke. It's like, yeah, you're going to have a really good team, probably, but if you don't have the guy, how are you going to compete with teams that have the guy? And I think that's the problem for FaZe Clan, because you could argue that broky in his peak can be the guy, right? Elige, maybe so-and-so. We saw that Rain can be him. Frozen, still a little bit left to prove in that department, but with these 5 guys on the same roster, you just don't see it sort of working to that extent where they can make a run like we saw in Shanghai, for example.
Yeah, I mean, even NAVI are the best example of that, not having the guy and being good, but they are not doing it now, and to do that, you need to have the team cohesion be like 100%. That stat that doesn't exist on paper, but we know in our minds that exists, needs to be maxed out, and FaZe are so far away from that.
Are you guys a little bit mad about the whole NAVI situation? Because we were, like mid through last year, towards the end of last year, because that was, I agree with NAVI, it was, they don't have superstar players. They're just like playing better as a team and everyone's good in their role, and then people are like, yeah, but when they win so much, maybe these players are actually superstar players. And then you start thinking, and you're like, maybe they are. Maybe JL is like,
we gaslit ourselves, right? Yeah.
When you look at JL was closer of the year, Bit was anchor of the year.
It was number 4 last year on top.
Like all of this stuff. But no, now we see it was a lie all along. It was just it wasn't, the Copenhagen major wasn't a fluke. The whole year was a fluke.
There we go.
Bloody hell.
Right? I don't know.
We're just saying things and hope they land, right? So, yeah, no, look, do we want to... Actually, because we have to do a sponsor bit right now, right? We're going to do Fix Your Sit. Do we have anything that we want to get deep into about Liquid or Falcons, or should we keep it moving?
We can keep whatever you want. Honestly.
Okay.
We also have a lot of stuff to give away. We
exactly.
I mean...
13 items at least here.
Exactly. So we need to start doing that as well. So
Who
look,
sucks?
Team Liquid, yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean,
but be nice to Twist. He gave us all this gear to give away to you guys. It's signed as well. We're going to give away some of that now.
Yeah, Twist, yay. People are so cheap.
Yeah.
People are so cheap.
Free beer, free gear, it's great. Okay. Now, look, we're going to be getting into Fix Your Sit, which is brought to everybody by Anthros, one of our lovely sponsors of the show. Now, look, we want to fix German Counter-Strike. So who's a German Counter-Strike fan in the audience? All right. So... not only now are we looking for German Counter-Strike fans, we're looking for 2 who would be willing to come up. Yanko, I want you to pick them, the 2 German fans. And
to do what?
What they're going to do is, I'm going to give them a 30-second timer. They're going to come down the front here. Prof's going to be out the front with the microphone.
Okay.
They're going to have 30 seconds to try and sell the room and the Counter-Strike community on how we fix German Counter-Strike.
2 people?
2 people.
No one is really excited about this, man.
Who wants to do it?
Where are the people in the big jerseys? Where are the big jerseys? There's 2 guys over there. There's a big jersey. Is that a big jersey? The guy in the white T-shirt with the fanny pack. Yes, you.
That's you.
Him, and we want more?
Yeah, but they have to want to do it.
What?
They have to want to do it.
He was raising
Oh, he was?
his
I
arm
can't
and
see him, man. There's a pole in the way.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't get... Okay, there's a lot of people pointing at one person, but it's dark up there and I can't see him, so...
You're going to trust the strangers?
There he is. He's very keen.
All right, let's get that guy. All right, Janko, you will be judging, right? You'll be judging.
I'll be judging.
You'll be judging. You
I'm
decide.
very good at judging.
You decide who wins what.
Okay. What are the prizes?
Whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
All right.
Everybody wins.
That's easy.
Here. Everybody
Yeah,
wins.
that's easy.
Pressure.
All right, Prof, who we got here?
Okay, let's get the camera. The camera's rotating around, so just waiting. Here we go. Wrong way. It's stuck there. It needs to go all the way around back.
Camera stuck. Camera stuck.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey.
Okay, contestant number 1. Can you introduce yourself very quickly?
Okay, my name is Arthur. I'm from Germany, and I have a really easy fix, okay?
All right, 1 second. Wait. We got your name, Arthur. Who else we got?
Okay, who else is here? Huh? What's your name?
Johannes. I'm also from Germany. I'm from Cologne.
Okay. Janko, who goes first?
Jonas goes first.
Okay, Jonas goes first.
Okay, boys, you know there's only...
Johannes, my bad.
Can I start?
Yeah. Face us.
Face them. Because
You're on the camera.
Janko is the side.
You're selling it to Janko.
There are only 2 people who can really save German CS. It's Kido and SPUNJ!
All right.
SPUNJ, come back home!
He didn't need the full 30 seconds.
Okay. Do we give the extra time to the other guy, or?
No. Arthur can have 30 seconds,
Okay.
all right? Are you ready, Arthur?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna try to fill them. Okay, so imagine we have actually a good offer. I'm sorry, hyped. Slacks from MAD.
Okay.
He's doing well in America. He's doing well, and I love Thompson. I really wish him the best, but I don't think it's working anymore. We get.
Bro just broke up with Thompson. He just broke up with Thompson.
I'm going to give him more than 30 seconds because he could be onto something here. So let's hear it, Arthur.
I'm breaking up with him, and I'm getting Sin. Sin and Slacks. 1 transfer, a good-ass team. I think that would be enough for Big to win the next major.
Okay, so you're keeping QB, you're keeping Crimbo.
I'm keeping everyone, yes.
Okay. JDC, Crimbo, QB, Slacks, and Sin.
Yeah, I think any
But
idea...
QB is on trial, guys. QB is on trial. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay, all right.
I just don't want to make too much. We don't have much money, okay?
I think any idea that doesn't involve SPUNJ is the winner.
Okay.
Arthur. You can go pick something from the.
Whatever
the
you
pile.
want, Arthur. It's all yours, mate. Go
Yes.
nuts. Whatever you want. You can have one thing from the pile.
We have about 7 pieces of gear from.
He's
Quest.
gone with. He's gone with.
And we have like 4.
Yeah, why
t-shirts
not?
From Boxer, so.
We're feeling generous today.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
All right.
What about consolation prize?
You can have something as well.
Consolation prize.
Hey. Alrighty. Congratulations. All right. We got one more topic we're going to get through, Janko, and then we're going to send you out of here.
Yeah, whatever you say, Chad. You're the boss or the principal, whatever.
I'm the one sitting at the big table. All right. Look, we're going to get into one final topic, and that is going to be about s1mple joining BC game.
Wait, why does everyone hate it? Why are they booing?
I don't know.
Would you guys rather he doesn't play at all? What the hell?
You weren't expecting that
Why
response.
does everyone hate s1mple?
I don't think
thought
they-
he was the GOAT.
I think they might hate BC game, not s1mple. But oh,
That's a good
Classic line. The classic.
Okay.
That's a good point.
I
It
don't
is a
know
good
about
point.
that because what you want Simple who's 27 years old to never like play competitively again. Who's gonna pick him up from a tier 1 team based off of what? I'm not paying him like that salary or anything until he proves it that he wants to compete. I love this for Simple. I think he needs to show that he has love for the game and that he wants to compete, and he can prove that by grinding CS, and he could have done it just by playing pugs or whatever, but I think this is an even step above that, you know, just wanting to play team-based Counter-Strike, lowering himself objectively, right, to the likes of BC Game and some of the players on that team. So if he can actually do it, then by the end of the year you have like Simple who's actually played some CS2 for longer than a week or two, and you have a guy who's back on the grind, who's proven that he's willing to compete, and then you have someone who you can consider picking up if you're FaZe Clan or Liquid or MOUZ, whoever you are, and you're looking for an AWPer.
it's just tough to consider picking up an older AWPer, but it's Simple, right? So this is the thing. So he's going to show us
This is so crazy, the reaction from people to me, man. Imagine you told someone 3 years ago that Simple was available for your team, and it wouldn't cost you $7 million.
Everyone would take that.
You'll say you're crazy. He's going to be in NAVI forever. Like, how are you ever going to be able to get him? That's the same thing if I told you guys now that 2 years from now, I was going to be on another team.
Yeah, no one would believe it.
No one could imagine.
No one would believe it. Right, but this is the thing. So when I did a little bit of a segment with Striker just for a HLTV bit the other day, I said, we didn't know BC Game had so much money. I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably should have said, I didn't realize BC Game were willing to spend so much of their money on Counter-Strike, right?
Well, I mean,
there's a distinction there.
Sure.
Right? We know a gambling company has money, but in terms of the fact that they're willing to spend that on building a competitive Counter-Strike team, I thought they were just in it to keep a like middle of the pack roster, right? And they just signed Andu and Emmy on trial, right? That's going to be a temporary thing. Well, potentially, we'll see what happens there. But like Andu wasn't bad. On Game Legion, he was okay. We don't even know why he ended up getting benched from that team. So he's okay as far as the pickup's concerned. You got Nex, you got Prime Taps, you got Satsunito.
I mean, it is like, yes, all those things are true. If you're talking about like a top 50 team, you know, that's probably going to stay there. But it's like, do you want Simple to have better teammates than that?
Well, yes, but you would hope the BC Game would want to try and facilitate that as well, right?
I think
Yeah, but they haven't so far, right?
Why should he have better teammates now?
Ooh.
It's the name, right?
But the thing is, like you said, like let's see him play out the rest of the year. I don't think he can survive this. I don't think he can
You think this
survive
breaks
mentally.
Simple?
Mentally, he can survive playing in Tier 3 Counter-Strike online with players that are not that good. Like he's struggling with players that are Tier 1 players to be like, what the fuck are you doing? This is an idiotic move. All of these things that we saw before in NAVI. And no, I know it's not that bad now. But he's still going to get upset about people throwing rounds and doing stuff that he doesn't agree with. He's now playing with guys that have no, who is Prime Taps?
You're going to earn that money on BC Game, I'll tell you that, though, right?
You don't want to say that in this room.
He's a German player.
German.
What?
He's German. You don't want to say that in this room.
Yeah, but there's a reason why he wasn't the way you fix Big. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And I think Simple was just so inspired by JKS going back to FlyQuest and taking a step back that he needed to do the same.
Yeah, look, I think that this move from Simple, the signals obviously his intent and willingness to play, but I can see what Prof's saying. Do we think that there's a real chance, though, that Simple gets broken by having to play against these type of teams, with these type of teammates?
If he does, he doesn't deserve to play Tier 1 Counter-Strike anymore.
Fair?
Yeah.
Because it is like... Yes, you will get frustrated, but we have really moved on in terms of how you can behave on a team, right? As a member of a professional team, especially a Tier 1 team, right? You just can't get away with those things. Like, no one's going to play with you. It doesn't matter how good you are. And we're talking about Simple. He's the greatest ever, arguably, right? So if he can't get away with it, no one can. And it's just the state of things right now. And that's why... he needs to go through this. I think he needs it for himself. If he is going to be able to play Tier 1 Counter-Strike, he needs to go through this and sort of come out victorious on the other side, in lack of a better word.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately there was no other choice. If he wanted to keep playing, this was the only way that he could. Navi suggested there were multiple offers for him, but also it was up to him what to choose, and at least that's how they made it seem like. And if he chose this, what were the other offers?
Yeah,
that he
right.
got, you know?
What could
so
it
it's
have been?
probably not going to be a super hype. I do feel like it is a bit of a downer to see like, you know, undo like be the guy who they picked up. Like I understand that probably nobody will commit to this team, even with Simple on the roster. With like, let's say, you know, there's a like I will throw out names like Magic's, right, who are like now benched, and people are saying like, yeah, down the line if we get like JL on this roster, if we get Magic's on the roster, you know, and then we can start talking about this becoming a team that we can talk about like
Mythic.eu.
yeah, pretty much. But it's obviously not going to happen until he proves that he can be at that level, right?
I have one thing. So you're mentioning Andu, who just joined BC Game. He's going to be playing with Simple. Andu played in a team before this, which was after Gamer Legion. Does anyone know a name of his teammate on the team?
Spoiled it.
I didn't realize it was.
This is for the audience.
Well, you were looking at us.
Okay, I was just trying to get your attention so you don't speak over me.
Okay.
Fucking on the fucking chair over there. Never
You
mind.
set this up. I just rock up, all right, mate. So look, I'm sorry. Do you want to try it again? We'll pretend I didn't do it. Try it again. Everyone will forget.
People heard it now. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it. No giveaway.
So,
Andu played with SMUJA. That's the fun.
Well, here's what I was going to do anyway. Because we were going to say goodbye to Yanko. I was going to say Yanko can grab a piece of gear or a shirt, and he can give it away to anybody he wants in the audience.
All right.
I don't know about that. That might be live, so be careful. What have you got there? Whoa! 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 All right, Yanko.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Is it a mic drop moment?
What?
Is it a mic drop moment?
No. I learned that these are super expensive and you shouldn't do that.
All right, well, thank you for joining us, Yanko. Appreciate it. We'll see you over the weekend. Thank you to Yanko. All right, we're going to have to continue to give away a lot of stuff, aren't we? There's a lot of stuff there to give away.
There's a bunch.
Okay, well, look, let's bring out our next guest. Coming up to join us on the couch to have a bit of a chit-chat. We've got Machini GTV. Let's get Machine out here.
Yo, hi everyone. Holy shit!
Not bad.
Can we swear on this broadcast?
Yes, yeah.
Holy shit, you guys are great. Thank you.
How you doing, Alex?
Thank you.
You've had a bit of a busy day today, mate.
Mate, I am absolutely wrecked. I am ready for bed. I'm leaving this podcast, and not because I don't want to hang out with you guys, and I do.
Especially after you cheered his name.
I would love to drink free beer and hang out with you guys, but I am destroyed. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. We did a little photo shoot. The weekend is young, as they say.
We have all of IEM Cologne coming up. These are the days that we're meant to rest, recoup, get ready for some playoff games, right? And look, we've had some busy times going on the last couple of days. There's been content. They've got podcasts. Alex is doing something at Cologne. You can see what he's wearing right now. Do you want to tell everybody?
What do you think, guys? What do you think? Is this cute?
I think someone's had too many beers out there, mate. But Alex has done his basement dweller stuff. I don't know if anybody's bought any of this before. You had it,
Dude,
was it?
where? Yeah, I see my boy. There's a couple of dudes in the front row. Luca, shout out to him. And I didn't get your name, bro, but rocking the black one from the first drop. Second drop is coming.
So where can they get it if people are looking to grab the gear?
It's in the ESL shop. It is available every day in Cologne. Try it on. Tell me, I need feedback. I'm desperately in need of feedback. I am still learning. This is a... You like it?
There you go.
Amazing. Dude, check this one out. This is the one that's like expensive and a little more expensive than the t-shirts. But look, what do you think? Let me try this jacket.
To the...
We've got like a digital camo kind of energy here.
It's like a Counter-Strike skin in a way.
Workwear, 100% cotton, 100% cotton. And that's, what else am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, look at the back. Look at the back. So, can I do one more thing?
Of course.
On the back, it says, resist the allure of simplicity in the face of complex truths.
Okay.
It's a bit indulgent, I acknowledge. But what I liked about it is it's because I was researching how to not fall for propaganda.
Okay.
And that was how I boiled down a 30-minute video essay on how to not be propagandized into a sentence. So that's what I'm talking about. It's a pretty hot button issue right now. So if we could all like stop being propagandized, that would be cool.
We're good at that on HLTV, right? That's what we do. Like the
that a
stats,
word?
we've got Nero, right? He's really pushing the MONASY agenda.
The MONASY agenda is very strong. Yeah.
Striker, I don't know what agenda you're pushing, but I'm sure you got something going right now.
I'm a donk laser, apparently.
There it is. So, yeah.
And if you want to hang out, by the way, I'm going to be there for the first game every day. Like before the first match starts, I'll go to the shop. I'll hang out at the basement dweller section. We can talk about the clothes, talk about anything. I can sign some babies, kiss some mouse pads, anything.
All right, well, we got a bit of fun stuff going on right now, Alex. And
Hard.
it's hard to hear me. I'm trying to talk up. I'll talk louder. But look, you used to live in Cologne, is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, and you'd like Cologne as a city, right?
I do. I actually just went to my like safe space Irish pub after taking my mum to dinner because I'm a good boy. And then I was in my like safe space, like the first place when I first roosted in Cologne, you know, like the first place that doesn't feel like uncomfortable. I could order a kebab and I could order a Guinness. It was all good. I went to that Irish today and I saw fans rocking up. This was like a Discord TeamSpeak meet of like a girl from Singapore, a guy from Copenhagen, a guy from...
Amazing, yeah.
Let's go.
I love it. And it's just like, we all have those little moments, you know?
And
where
look, we're about to go through some of those moments, Alex. So this is going to be a This Is Your Life, but done through a quiz.
This is your life. Bro, I thought I was prepping. SK Gaming won twice in a row, by the way.
Yeah, 2017 and 2016, right?
That's right.
You don't need any of those
I was ready.
That's not what we're doing
Not
today.
on the quiz.
Not necessary.
They did something
Yeah,
sometimes.
2015 they won as well.
That's right.
Now, look, let's bring it up, Lucas, if we can. We're going to get into this Cologne quiz, Alex. Now, look, there's a map of Cologne. You're about to see it. It's about to appear on the screen. You can look behind you as well, if that's easier.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Okay, so you see the dots?
Yes.
Now, those dots are all places.
Oh, I've absolutely got this.
Okay, so those places are going to be related to the question at the top of the screen.
Okay.
So at the top it says, NAVI lifted the 2021 trophy here. Where did they do that?
Well, that was at the beautiful and best hotel we've ever stayed at, Grand Hyatt Hotel.
And where is that on the map? You can point.
Oh, Chad, through my powers of deduction. Is this good for the camera? Can you see my basement dweller
You can get up. You can
Lucas,
get up and point if you
Lucas,
want.
Can you see it okay?
Fucking...
Okay.
What a
so,
sellout, man.
Chad, I know that I could see the cathedral from breakfast.
Okay.
Come on, that's already, I'm Sherlock Holmesing this shit. So it's not, obviously, I'm not at the cathedral, but I am opposite it.
So for Lucas's help, Alex, could you get out of your chair and give it a little poke and a little bit of point?
I believe I'm not at the cathedral, but I can see the cathedral from breakfast, Chad.
All right, let's see.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right, there's many more of those. You got to come back.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. Okay. NIP, now this one might get a little bit tricky.
Okay.
NIP broke their major drought here. 2014.
2014. I appreciate you, mysterious voice in the dark. You?
Now where, Alex, on the map would Gamescom find itself?
Gamescom is in Köln, Messe. And I know, because I lived in Cologne, that there are two sides of the Rhine. There is the boring business side, and then the fun, Heumarkt, cool people side. Am I right?
Unless you live on the other side.
Shit.
Gamescom, Alex.
Gamescom's in the Köln Messe. It's near our hotel. We're staying on the boring side of the Rhine. So it's too close. I'm too close. I can't see it. Too many LEDs. Okay, so it's down the road, right? Is it? No? I think it's up the road. It's up the road. Do we think? Do we think it's up the road? I think it's up the road. Yeah, no. This one. I think it's this one, Chad. That's what I think.
All right. Now this one's going to be tough. This one,
I need to take off my jacket.
He's getting so mobile, it's getting bloody hot in here. Okay. Renegades versus
Actually,
Titan.
just a second. We could, for everyone that he gets correct, throw away something in the crowd.
So you can do that.
Not that.
Not that. That's not ours.
You can do two.
That's a prop from XPERION.
All the peripherals at the front.
T-shirts, hoodie,
or some of the Boxer X HLTV
Okay,
gear.
can you guys make more noise when I'm close to what you want me to throw? You ready? Okay, now let's get specific. Okay, it's signed.
By Twists.
It's signed by Twist. Okay, how are we distributing this?
Now, if you like, you could go and hand it to somebody, or you could throw it and cause a riot.
What is the chant? What is the chant?
I don't know.
Okay.
Machine.
Like, can I be biased or no?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Luca, who came in a basement dweller
There you
t-shirt. Okay.
That's how these things work. You can rig it. That's fine. It's not a Counter-Strike match. It's all good.
Rigged.
Yeah.
I'll work it out.
Can do one more, no?
All right. Alex.
Already done 2.
Hello.
Renegades vs. Titan took place here.
There's 7 questions.
7 questions.
But there's 8 dots.
Was it, could you, wait.
It was in the group stage. It was 2015.
Is it, oh, okay. Oh, so it's what hotel were you in 2015?
Well, I don't know if it was even a hotel. Where did ESL used to do other broadcasts that weren't from the office or the hotel? I'm giving you way
It
too
wasn't
many
in
hints.
Ziegberger Strasse.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Ziegberger Strasse, nay.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
There's an IKEA nearby.
But that's a bad hint, because you look at the map and the map will lead him wrong.
Not the one that's a planning studio. That's not a real IKEA.
Okay, all right. He's not going to work it out. Did you ever go to IKEA in Cologne?
Fuck no.
Well, you're going to have to just take a blind guess here, mate.
I reckon it's... Guys, do you want to help me again?
Where's the IKEA?
I don't know. Yeah, where's IKEA? It's outside.
It kind of sounds like
That one over there. Dude, I trust you more than I trust me.
There it is.
There you go.
That one.
You think that one?
That one.
All right, there you go. Where'd he go? Oh, he's coming back. Do you know when it was like the old TV studio they used to use out in the middle of nowhere?
My guy.
All right, we got...
Want my jacket?
We got more stuff to give away, apparently. It just keeps coming. All right.
My treat. I just opened it. It's brand new.
This one, Alex, you might know this one. Mr. Taxi Man, take us to Boogaloo.
Oh, I can do this. Wait. So, Heumarkt. Where is it? Zulpischer. Oder was? Wait.
That one?
Yeah, final answer.
Okay, locking it in. Correct. Now this...
What's the story? What's the story of this bar? What's the story of the bar?
What's that?
What's the story of the bar?
The story of the bar is, do you guys remember Joe Miller?
Some of you might.
Anyone?
Now, they might all be a bit young.
Yeah, he does. That's my boy. He watched LCS in 2014. Yeah, you did. But yeah, anyway, my kind of mentor, tutor.
Lauren Pansy Scott, yourself.
Scott. It was like, yes. It was like original when I first moved to Cologne, and I'm like starting at ESL. It was like the gathering point of all the cool people. Like I used to meet like famous League of Legends players, like xKacpersky, like in the bar, and I'm like, holy shit. You know, you backdoored those people in that round, or whatever you say.
That's the thing. All right.
Did I get it right? What's next?
You did. First EPL season happened here.
First EPL hot as fuck happened here. Oh, I had like a mental breakdown. Ziegberger Strasse.
All right, lock it in.
Yes.
Now, we all remember this one. This was a very long time ago. This was the old ESL office. And here's a personal one for you, Alex.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now, tell everybody this story.
This is a good one. So I inherited, like ESL had this habit of like passing down properties. So like Shox moved out, and then I moved in. And then as I moved out 2.5 years later from Cologne, my friend Rush, the Observer, who you know and love, Rush! But yeah, we all lived in the same house, and we probably all used the same washing machine because it was fucking old when I got it, and I'm pretty sure Rush is still using it today.
It could be, but where was it?
Great question. I just drove past it. We're going to Ebertplatz. Anyone know where that is? That's where that's cool. Is it Soviet? I don't know. Like the cool like statue. Well, it wouldn't be Soviet. Where are we? Maybe. I don't know. History, isn't it fun? Is it up here somewhere? I think it's that.
You're bang on.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I've been there.
You used to live there.
I lived there.
All right. Now this one might be a little bit of a trick question, but final question.
Oh, it's a fun one.
If you'd go to a cathedral, where would you go?
I reckon you'd probably go to that thing that says Dom.
Now keep in mind, you're a Counter-Strike fan.
Oh, wow. Well, obviously, Chad, my knee-jerk answer, the one I really want to give straight away without ruining it, is the Lanxess Arena, obviously.
All right. Now, you had a whole lot of moving around. There was a map. There was a lot.
It's impossible to hear him. It's so funny. You guys are further away from him.
A little bit better
How
for
are
us,
you
I
doing
think.
this?
We are trained.
Yeah.
We're trained.
Holy shit.
He's reading my lips, so yeah. Okay, so we've done a bit of a history lesson for everybody about Cologne over the years and all the spots. Now, do you want to learn?
I would love to learn.
Because you and I are not great with numbers.
I hate them.
How do people feel about HLTV's rating 3.0? Okay. So people like the numbers. People like the numbers. And we're going to talk about, it's not coming yet. When is it coming, Striker? When are we getting HLTV 3.0?
The official response is as soon as possible.
Okay. So this is very exciting to some people. Okay, so it's going to recalibrate the way that statistics are done on HLTV, which is why people like Zweih cry themselves to sleep every night. Oh, and Alex is
I'm
never gonna
actually
guess
I'm actually really interested. Are you going to be able to?
Striker's going to explain.
Oh,
okay. This is why you and I will get to learn. Okay, Lucas, bring it up for everybody playing at home. Yes, Alex?
Could we have a little pretext as in like, okay, here we go. So like, as in, what does 2.0 account for that's, or what did 3.0 account for that 2.0 didn't?
All right, so 2.0 that accounted for, I actually have it down here because I wrote a lot of things down so I can make sure. So kills, damage, we had the impact part of it, which was like multi-kills, clutches, opening kills in one thing. KST and survival. And all these things are still a factor, but there's an extra one, which we'll get into soon, which was this round swing. Round swing action. And effectively what that does is kind of our replacement for impact. And what it does is it effectively decides a player's influence on the probability of you winning the round. So, like, I will just use a very easy example, right? So if you're 5v5 as a T, this is T win percentage, right? So if you're 5v5 as a T, you have a 48.8% win percentage as just like a start of the round thing. Then you get the opening kill and you're 5v4, right? And that's
he needs one of them pointy sticks. You'd look really good with one of them long, like extendo ones.
I'm just a weather girl, right?
And effectively that increases your win percentage by 22-ish%, right? 21.4%. So effectively, if you just get an opening kill as a T and it's unassisted, like you're the only one who gets the credit.
So does that mean like the 1v5 win percentage is
0.2%
of 1v5?
Yeah, exactly. So if a guy gets a 1v5 as a T, he will get 99% round swing or 99.8% round swing.
Okay.
I think we can go to the next slide as well.
I think it's going to be easier to be on the next slide.
All right, next slide, Lucas.
All right, so this is a situation that some of you may remember. If you guys
can someone guess what this is?
Does anybody remember famous 5v3 throw on Inferno B? So this is a good example of how round swing works, and effectively, like, okay, Falcons get into this 5v3 on B bomb side, they plant the bomb, they go up from 49% win rate all the way up to 96% win rate, which is 5v3 after a bomb plant.
96.
That's the situation Falcons found themselves in that famous 5v3 round in Austin, and then you know what MIBR do in response, they claw it back to a 3.1. You know, and by kill, you can kind of see how it changes, right? So it was when it was 5v3, it was 96%. Then when they get a kill, 4v3 is still like 91% in a retake.
So Striker.
Yes.
Naturally, my inclination is to ask who died here.
I have to remember. So first one was Tessas. So that was Tessas. Then MONOZ, right?
Tessas, MONOZ,
Nico.
Kixen.
It was Kixen.
Oh,
Kixen? It was Kixen.
Kixen, Nico.
Kixen, Nico,
Magisk.
then Magisk.
Oh,
Magisk is in that dark at that 11%. That's Magisk, right? He gets that 1 kill. He goes up to 31%, so he increases the probability by 20% because he gets it into a 1v2 at that point, right? I think it was. And then obviously they trade him, they kill him, they defuse the bomb. That's how he gets to 0%. So this is kind of a good way to show how round swing works and like how you impact the probability of you winning the round.
And this is the 3.0. We didn't have this accounted for before.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't really explain KST.
You got it? Or
I mean, it's if you can.
I know what the 4 words are.
I mean, that's easy.
Kills, assisted, traded, death.
Survived.
Survived is what I was going to say.
So I mean, KST is just a percentage of rounds in which you got either a kill or assist or survived or traded or a combination of.
You did something. You were useful. It's basically like,
are
you useful percentage?
Yeah, it is like a consistency stats.
And just to kind of put a resume of this, like this is the first time rating takes into account the state of the round.
Okay.
Like before that, it was just raw numbers. Like if you got 4 kills in a round, it didn't matter if it's the first 4 or last 4, right? It could be like 3. You got 1 kill early in the round and 3 when they were saving. It didn't really make a difference, right? And now it makes a difference at what state you're getting the kills.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a disadvantage, you get a kill and you change the round, you swing it.
Yep.
Then you get more rating for it, essentially.
There's effectively 2 ways that we consider more the state at which the kill happened. One of this is the state of the actual round, which is the 5v4, 5v3, whatever situation it is.
Right.
And it is all based on probabilities that we got back from the database, right? So this is all even down to a map, down to a side.
Okay.
And so it is like exactly down to the database of like, let's say, I think the last 6
Is it
or
down,
at least the 6 months.
down to the bomb site as well?
No. That's not, that part is not in. But it is down to a map, down to a side, what the probabilities are, and that's what we based it on. The second part, which we will get into next, is also economy.
All right, next slide, Lucas. Whack it up. All right.
I mean, we can also look at
so
kind of
this would be
who are
players
some
who
of the
are
some of the biggest kind of movers in the round swing, right? I mean, some of the people you would probably expect. The first 3. I mean, Shiro, of course, as well, and then Moldoy. I mean, recently we've seen how what kind of impact he can have.
Okay.
How much of a swing player he can be.
Next slide, Lucas.
Yep. Yeah, and the second part, which kind of takes into account like what the state of the game is, in some way, is economy, right? And so we also look at what equipment there is on both sides of the game.
So if I'm Tessus and I'm on an eco essentially, but I just have a deagle and I kill 4 people in Mirage B apps,
you get a lot of.
I'm getting a lot of rating for that.
So effectively, like before this, in 2.1, every kill would be worth exactly the same. You would just get 1 kill per round for every kill that you get, right? Effectively.
Okay.
This time, you get it devalued based on how high your probability was of winning that duel. So let's say you have the best gun in the game. We have an op. I mean, this is a good one.
This is really cool.
So you have an op, and you are playing against a starter, which means just a starting pistol, right?
I mean, your example is like Tessus 4K, right? Against he had a deagle and armor, so that'll be an upgrade versus tier 1 rifle. So that's like 30%, 35% chance.
Bang. So this is actually, I could use this.
All of his kills would be buffed by, I don't want to say 15%, but let's say.
So Prof, if we were doing casting science, I'm talking Daniel Kapadia levels of casting science.
Yeah.
The moment I need to be the loudest is this one. The reddest, lowest.
Starter versus tier 1 rifle.
So if a USP double dinks an AWP, that's when I need to lose my marbles the most.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Funnily enough, SMGs are better against USPs, which makes sense, right? A MAC-10 is easier to kill a USP
valid.
Than an AK.
Because usually the USP is in a better position.
But that's just like a slightly
No, but that's
different.
interesting. Okay, and this is all brand new. It wasn't accounted for before.
No, economy was not accounted for until this point. So this is what we're accounting for.
Are you? Oh, sorry. I'm skipping ahead.
No, you can ask any questions.
We're learning.
I'm immediately curious. I'm thinking. Okay, so do you have any, you've already done this, haven't you? Have you got any expectations? Like, are there some players that 3.0?
We have that coming next.
It's coming.
Next slide, Lucas.
Come on.
There it is.
Oh,
this is still kind of like the biggest
damage
example
per round
at the moment.
in top 20.
I think this is a good way to show that some people can actually have more like.
Tanir, respect. Jam Young, respect. P. These are all gangsters, actually.
I mean, effectively, the way that this happens is like, let's say these guys are all like big SMG users, you know, and so their damage is going to be more valuable because they're going to get a lot of SMG kills against rifles.
Right.
They don't get a lot of eco kills, for example. You know, some of these guys who are on the sides, like Tanir PR, are not going to be like massive eco fraggers.
What does Donk being so clearly the best at whatever this means? What does this mean? Does this mean?
I mean, effectively that he's not like, yeah, of course he's going to get eco kills, but he still delivers almost the same numbers in
regardless of what he has in his hands.
Regardless of what he has, yeah.
Okay,
so
that's cool. That's really
says
cool.
a lot about his, you know, how much just sheer damage he can deal, no matter what he does, right?
Nice, guys.
So eco kills we weighted at less. Killing with SMGs or lesser weapons against rifles we weighted at more.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Okay, we can go to the next one, which is the one that you were asking for, I think.
Yeah.
There we go, stock shift. So these are some of the players that are the most improved and the most declined between 2.1 and 3.0. I will just point out a couple. Boomich, big increase because he's a SMG merchant. He just plays with SMG so much that like all of his kills are, or the kills that he gets with
what's
SMGs.
happening with XSCs? He's gone crazy.
I think he's also one of those guys. Oh.
Allez le bleu! Allez le bleu!
We have 5 French people here.
He's also one of the guys who just doesn't die in stupid situations a lot. You know, which round swing is also good at, you know, recognizing.
Makes
because,
sense.
like, if you're a 4v3, you know, and you're not, then you don't give up that kill. That's really important.
I'm
you know,
with
for
you.
example.
I am with you.
And then maybe Twist is a good one to point out as well.
Sure.
He's kind of a good impact player. You know, like in 3v3s, he'll get that one kill that will give you a big
Because
like,
he's
swing
made
of
the right decisions, but it's a hard way to show in the stats.
Like he's a good mid-rounder, and so maybe that's probably the best way to put it.
Okay, so like mid-rounding capability is more.
I mean, if you think about 3v3s, right? Like, I mean, that one kill swings the rounds a lot, right? So that's probably a big reason why he's improved in this case.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I like it.
And then if you look at the other side, I think oppers are kind of going to be the common thread here.
Yeah.
So the way that it works, right? So the eco adjustment actually also means that if you have an op and you kill a rifle, you're always in an advantage in that duel, right? So all of your kills are worth a little bit less if you're with an op, unless you're facing another opper.
So this is a modesty nerf.
But that's one way that this actually nerfs oppers in a way, but at the same time, round swing actually buffs them in a way because they don't die bozo deaths. You know, they don't die in stupid situations. So that kind of offsets that
Can I talk to them?
Yeah.
Guys, are we happy to see Broky back or nah?
That
seemed like a.
It's a mixed bag with the FaZe thoughts for sure.
Guys, I need to steal your opinion. I don't know what to think about it. I need to know. Are we excited or are we no? It's not clear. Okay, so we actually, what we learned is no one knows how to feel. No one knows how to feel about
And that's a fair feeling.
Okay,
it's a good feeling. Yeah.
Do we have any other stat slides?
No, I think I think that we have like one more somewhere at the end where it just shows the rating 3.0 leaders.
Oh, okay. This is a big one.
I don't think this necessarily is a big surprise to anybody, to be honest, though. Maybe Heavy God is the one that kind of sticks out. But like the top 3 is effectively that what we know it to be so far. I mean, Dogs, I will want to see. Shiro Frozen drops are always going to be the guys who are going to be close to that. I think Heavy God's getting a shout out. Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that was some learning. Do we feel like we learned something, Alex?
I genuinely have.
That's good.
I will be able to use this as valuable intel when I'm talking about rating in the future, and I'm going to present it as my own, and I'm not going to give you any credit.
But we'll
I'm sure you're going to get half of it wrong and misinform everyone.
But we'll have to wait
be pretty
because we don't know when it will be released.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
We don't know when it will be released.
Soon.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
all
it should be soon.
Wait, just a second. Just a second. Sorry, guys. There's 3 HLTV developers in the crowd right now. You should ask them when it's coming out. Where are they? I don't see them.
They might be hiding after that.
If you find them, ask them for me.
All right.
It's going to be my first time meeting them, so that's going to be interesting.
There we go.
So we can, gentlemen, it's my job to keep the show moving.
Yeah.
Which means,
it
Alex,
is your job.
It's time for us to say goodbye to you.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you very much.
Wait, we're going to go to an ad break, so thank you, Alex. Go to an ad break, Lucas. We'll be right back.
Sell in-game items at the best prices in just a couple of clicks. We are the biggest instant sell service for in-game items like Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Rust. Easy selling process and instant withdrawal of funds to the most popular payment methods. More than 140,000 deals and 50,000 active sellers every month. Use promo code HLTV5 and get a 5% bonus on the sale of your skins. SunPle's. Sell items now.
When every move counts, your chair shouldn't hold you back. Top esports players are switching to Anthros for unbeatable support and performance that keeps them in the game longer. Designed to support your unique shape and built with medical-grade components, Anthros is setting a new standard for comfort. Check out the Anthros difference today and get ready to fix your sit, because gaming deserves more than just a chair.
All right, those ad breaks happen damn quick. People are going to go to the bathroom, they're going to get some more beer. We've lost Prof, we've lost Striker, we've lost everybody right now, so it's just myself. But I can see a lot of people getting up to grab some... Huh? No, mate. We're running out of time. I got to keep this thing moving along. So hopefully, and thank you very much. All right, hopefully our next set of guests is standing by. Let's see if we can bring them out here so I don't get stuck out here alone. Let's bring out Harry and Hugo. Yeah. There's one of the two. Take a seat right here, Hugo. It's all right. Just come on in. Harry, you good? Hello. Come take a seat, boys. Take a seat. Grab a microphone. Hello, sir. Great of you to make it. Hello. Great to see you. Hi, my name's Chad. Hi. Take a seat. Grab a microphone. And Prof's coming back. He was just going to the bathroom. Gentlemen, how do you feel about free beer? You be drinking?
They said to me, there's unlimited free beers, and I have really tested the meaning of the word unlimited.
So you're having a good time?
I'm having a great time, Chad. I feel great. Hello.
All right.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's we're having a good time so far, but as usual, I let things fall behind schedule. So that's why I have to keep things rolling, gentlemen. So I want to kick things off with a competition between the two of you.
I saw buzzers. I saw buzzers at home.
Dude,
Harry said instantly he saw buzzers. He knew we'd be competing.
All right.
Yeah, you are going to win, bro. I've
Harry,
had
take
8
this
beers.
one. Take this one.
I can't see.
Hugo, take this one.
Do we do a buzzer test?
You just need to buzz fast.
Buzz fast.
Now listen.
Okay.
We've got heaps of gear still to give away. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 peripheral bits and bobs. We've also got, is that hoodie to give away as well?
What is this?
Is that hoodie?
The gray hoodie.
Yeah?
And
bunch of shirts. Not the grenade. Not that.
We're not giving that out.
We're not giving that away.
That's a prop from the venue.
Can I keep that?
Maybe if you put it in your pocket and walk away, no one's going to say anything.
All right, good note.
Bet.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We've got 10 questions.
Can we test the buzzers?
Test your buzzer.
Yeah.
All right, they sound the same. So that's going to make things a little bit difficult. Prof,
yes.
You need to see who buzzes first. I need you to hold people accountable right now.
Just flip it towards me so I can see the... No.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I need to see the X.
All right, I'm going for the...
Sorry, this is all about competitive integrity.
Yes.
There's no cheating around here, okay?
I'm Michal Slovinsky of this bitch.
Now, gentlemen, we're going to be getting into Who Wants to Be a Skinionaire. Maybe you've heard of it before. It's brought to everyone here in the venue and the people at home by SunPle's.
How do we get the audience involved in this? This is the question. How do we get them involved? Maybe we get like a, call a friend.
Here's the thing.
Yeah?
Harry will need help.
I will need... I'm in a permanent state.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Hugo's normally quite good at the quizzes, everybody. So nobody help Hugo.
Yeah.
But if Harry buzzes...
Everyone help.
Hugo, you fucking...
Can we do it kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like we haven't asked the audience. We have a phone a friend.
Fuck that. No one help Hugo. Fuck Hugo.
All right. Here's the change. Harry can always get help.
Okay.
But if you're in a situation where...
I can ask Prof.
There you go. No, you can ask the audience.
I know all the answers, so don't ask me.
All right.
So we need people right now in Twitch chat at home and in Kick to type SunPle's for their chance to enter the draw. But let's get into this, okay? Let's get into it. So let's get into question number 1. Hold up. We're not doing the EPL rules, okay? Let's buzz when we've read.
I should probably read the question.
What map did the famous door stuck incident occur on? CS Office, Mill, or Tuscan? Prof?
I guess he's first after.
Yeah,
after
okay.
the question.
Audience, help me. Come on.
Come on, yeah.
It's Mill!
Yeah, he's right. All right, lock it in there.
Well, fuck.
Woo! Yeah, we're going to win this as a community. Yeah!
Harry, give away a shirt.
Give away the shirt?
Give away a shirt. Not your shirt.
A shirt.
A shirt. Give one away.
I'm gonna throw it into the audience.
That's fine.
All right, fight to the death. There we go.
All right, Prof. We're gonna have an issue with the buzzer situation because I've done many EPL seasons.
Yes.
And I know how this works with these two.
It's
going to be a hit the buzzer and work out the answer after.
Yes.
True. That is what this will become.
So here's what I think we do.
Yeah.
We go, next question, Hugo gets to try and answer first.
Yes.
If he gets it wrong.
Yeah, then the other guy can go.
So this is
pointless.
The buzzer, pointless.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Hugo, your question is, which of the following maps was not present in Source or 1.6?
Buzz. Ancient.
Locking in A, Ancient. The correct answer is A, Ancient.
What am I giving away?
What do you want to give away?
Huh?
What do you want to give?
Now you get
give
a
away
shirt,
another
but you don't
shirt.
get to, don't give it away because they don't want to help you. You just
No. What if I want to give it someone? What if I want to?
Yeah, give it away.
Can I pick a prize?
Yeah.
What do we have? Who signed this?
Twist.
Oh, sick. Yo, is Cucumber here? Is Cucumber here? Cucumber gets this
He's
shit, man.
picking like actual.
Cucumber the OG. You're the OG, bro.
Who is that?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to do it.
Who is this?
Oh, he's the original, the OG, one of the first, one of the best to ever do it.
All right.
Okay.
Harry, this question's coming to you, my friend.
All right.
What was the setting of
House.
E_rats?
House.
Was it a house,
House.
or a ship?
House.
Locking in A, house. The correct answer is house.
And I did that one alone, and I did it for you all. So come on. Can I give something away?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to, oh, fuck. I kind of want to give away another one of these T-shirts, man.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go long, Harry. Go
All right,
long.
I'm throwing it again. And I'm throwing it over here. Let's go. There we go. It was kind of a shit throw. I think I kind of killed the vibe there. I fucked everything up.
That's all right, Harry. We've got plenty more questions where that came from. Next question. This one's for Hugo B. Byron. The famous Edward USP ace against Fnatic happened
Buzz.
on Inferno, Tuscan, or Mirage?
Hugo,
That's
it's
Tuscan.
famous.
That's Tuscan right there. It's Tuscan. It was under the
audience is saying
bottom.
Mirage, though.
Yeah, fuck them. They're on his side. They don't want to win the prize. Who said Mirage so I can not give it to you? The final answer is Tuscan.
Locking in Tuscan. Correct answer is Tuscan.
Fantastic.
There we go. Huge Byron.
Make sure that guy doesn't get it. Whoa. Look, not my best throw. Not my best throw.
My first throw was so good. It like soared through the air. It went out of the park, bro. It's not even in the room.
We have to hope they get some wrong, because I think the way I'll do this now is if they get it wrong, they don't give something away. That seems like my pivot right now.
What is the pivot?
If they don't get the answer right,
Yeah.
we just don't give something away.
Yeah,
that's
right.
more pressure.
Well, we're running out of shit to give away.
Exactly. So that's why.
Do we
All right.
keep it instead?
No.
Oh,
We'll give it away at the end of the day. All right, Hugo, your question. Wait,
Harry.
your question. In CS 1.6, the B-side of Nuke featured what appeared to be a nuclear missile, reactor, or waste?
Okay.
Ooh, it's so funny because Harry said to me before this quiz, I'm burning into your time, he said, oh, I hate these
Ignore
questions on
this guy.
Skinionaire because they're always like, what happened in 1946? It's like,
It's
yeah,
true,
you're not
though.
going to get there.
Guys, 1.6. What did the site feature? Does anyone know?
Missile,
I'm looking
reactor,
for someone in the
waste.
audience who used to play. Waste? I'm hearing a bunch of people saying waste.
Is that what you'd like to lock in?
I'm going to go with the people. I'll say waste.
Locking in waste, and the people are wrong.
The people are wrong.
The people are wrong.
It's a missile.
Harry, boo. It's fine. So as you would come down Megaton, there'd be a missile strapped to the roof. You could
Yeah,
even.
well, I mean, I know this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go along with the people.
No, that's fair enough. You could even boost
said
on
waste.
it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hugo, back to you.
Yeah.
Here's the question.
I'm winning, right? Just to check.
Right now, the people are the only ones winning.
Yeah.
People are losing.
It's not about you.
You're not even against each other anymore. I've kind of ruined the whole situation, but we're giving shit away, so they're
I
having a
bring
good
the buzzer
time.
back out.
No.
It can't have gone far.
Lucas, let's go. Next question. Which of these maps originates from CS Source? Vertigo, Overpass, Season, or Mirage?
Come on, bro.
That's actually a great question. It's not Mirage. I don't think it's not Overpass. I won't fuck it up. Was Season in 1.6? I'm leaning towards Season.
Yeah, Season.
It wasn't Vertigo. I'm leaning towards Season. Lock in Season, chat.
Locking in Season.
Lock in
Correct
Season.
answer is Season.
Yeah!
All right, Hugo, give something away.
Do I throw it again?
If
That's
you want.
the GOAT!
All right, wait.
That's my
Hold it.
GOAT right there.
That is your GOAT. That was a good one. That was
All right.
Better throw this time.
Back over to Harry Russell. Your question is, major souvenir skin case from which map used to be by far the most expensive?
Come on, everyone, we know this. Let's say it all together. Cobblestone! Cobble.
You didn't get the reaction you were looking for there, did you?
Cobble.
Yep. And you're correct.
It's Cobble.
Harry, give something away!
Whoop! There it is. Good catch.
All right, we got a couple more.
Good throw.
Harry, you're doing all right.
I am doing pretty good.
You're doing all right. Hugo.
If I just said missile.
If you just said missile. Hugo, your question is,
missiles are the answer.
in 1.6, what was the objective of a 747 map that featured a plane? Was it bomb defusal, hostage rescue, or was it an aim map?
Now I know this, so I'm going to really drag it out and make us think about it together as a team. Now it wasn't an aim map. It couldn't have been an aim map. I'm cutting that one off.
Can I come in with some maybe hints? Okay. So in Rainbow Six Siege,
Yeah.
it's a hostage map.
Yeah.
And all video games copy Counter-Strike because it's the GOAT.
Oh, that's a strong argument.
So that's
Prof,
I'm
you
just
concur?
I didn't hear anything he said. He was
I'm gonna go
whispering
with-
in your ear as usual.
I'll
so-
share it again.
I'm gonna
I
look
said
in
Rainbow
hostage
Six
chat.
Siege. They copy CS.
This guy's still
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah,
And
let
it's
him
a
get to
hostage
it.
map
Okay.
in Siege.
All right, Hugo, you want to
It's
lock in
hostage.
hostage? Locking in hostage. Correct answer is hostage. Hugo,
Yeah.
you know what to do. Give something away
There's nothing left?
at the front.
Oh,
Look at all this.
I don't want to throw a mouse.
You can
into
take
the
it out
crowd.
there.
Throw a mouse at someone,
What do I do?
Hugo.
I keep it?
No, you can't keep it. That would go against the rules.
Are we giving away everything here?
Yes, indeed.
And that's
Okay.
so uncharitable. Like,
Let's
what?
go with a mouse pad. This is way too much pressure. How do I pick one person?
I don't know.
What's
It'll
the
be
strategy?
Do we want him to throw it?
Right.
Throw it.
The first person to show their Twitter following me
Oh,
gets this.
Oh,
Go,
I
go,
like
go,
this.
go,
I like this.
Oh, it's a pivot.
No one
Racing.
saw this coming.
Racing.
No one saw this coming.
You're
Someone's
racing.
coming. Someone's coming.
Oh,
on the side.
over here.
Fake fan.
Congratulations.
Fake fan.
Oh.
You've got no
Chad.
fans.
Look, if Alex is going to come on here and sell his clothes, I can get a few followers
That's
out
fair.
of it.
That's fair from Hugo. All right, Harry, back over to you with the question, my friend. Everyone's going to be following. Make sure they follow Harry and Hugo right now in case. Which of the CT skins was not available on CS 1.6?
The fucking kind of question is this? What kind of fucking stunt are you trying to pull, Chad? Asking me this? I'm supposed to know. I mean, the audience know. I trust them.
And what answer do you think they're going to give you, Harry?
Guys, what's the answer to this question?
I'm pretty sure GSG was there.
I'm hearing a lot of Spetsnaz.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
But that's what I'm going to say the answer is.
You're not
Chad.
allowed to say where they're from.
Give me Spetsnaz.
All right, we'll lock it in. I don't. I've got no idea, but we are locking it in. Correct answer.
Oh.
Yeah! They're the smartest people. The
Harry,
smartest people.
you know what to do. It's like Oprah Winfrey in this bitch. All right. Don't throw the mouse.
I'm not going to
Throw the
Signed
mouse.
by Twitch.
Throw the mouse.
I ain't going to throw this. I'll walk out into the crowd. I'll give it to someone. All right. Whoever can celebrate the loudest gets it. Let's go. Oh, shit. Yo, I'm hearing some motherfuckers up here. Where? You, sir. You get the twist mouse.
Guys,
All right.
guys,
You
save
need-
your voice, guys.
Yeah, we got a
Save
whole
your voice.
weekend
You
of
got 3
Counter-Strike
days.
coming.
You got 3 days.
All right. One final question.
The
That was
amount of
pretty good.
The amount of people I talked to.
I have no idea what you did, but it worked.
You're talking like this.
All right, final question.
Hit me.
This is for Hugo. The community server map vote audio message, "It's time to choose," is originally from Half-Life, Portal, or Quake.
There's a lot of portals
It's
coming
originally from Half-Life, Portal, or Quake.
Guys, I've only ever played Counter-Strike. I have no fucking idea. So, you know.
I don't know.
I heard some Portals, then I heard some Half-Lives. Can I get a yay for Portal? Can I get a yay for Half-Life? Lock in Half-Life, Chad. The people have decided.
Locking in Half-Life.
I think it's Portal.
Correct answer is...
Oh! Okay, we got the Steel Series Prism caps, or we've got the mouse pads signed by Twist.
It's all signed by Twist. It's all from Twist.
It's all signed by Twist. Shout out Twist.
Twist donated so much to this giveaway.
How do I do this?
However you want. Do another follower.
I can't do the Twitter follower again. I hate the pressure.
Go on, Hugo.
Help me out, Harry.
Throw it.
All right, Cat.
Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Yeah!
That almost hit the camera.
I can't even look, man. It's so violent.
Close.
Dude, if you do anything with a chant, it's fine.
Yeah.
And the lawsuit can't get you. Everyone was chanting.
I think that is the rules in Germany, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Who Wants to Be a Skinionaire?
That was fucking great.
Brought to you by SunPayus, but mainly Twists this time round. So we'll do our draw for the people at home. Lucas will let me know who they are. He'll probably end up on the bar somewhere. Let me see if I can... Oh, we've got him already. So Surf and Birdie on Twitch and Arkle74 on Kick. There we go. Congratulations to those guys. All right, we'll reach out to you and we'll get you your skins. All right. Nice. All right. Well, this is what happens when you give people free beer. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
What did you expect?
So
we made... Can I go get a free beer?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Prof, you need a free beer?
I'm good. I just got one.
Yo, you want a free beer?
I just got one, so I'm good. Thank you.
You want a free beer?
I don't want a beer. I'm all good. Thank you, Aaron. All right. All right, so look, we didn't just bring you on here to give away things.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to talk about the playoffs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so look, we got the playoffs kicking off in... well, we also had the update stuff, but I think we focused on the playoffs.
Well, let's focus on the playoffs.
We got 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh, let's focus on the playoffs.
Yeah.
We might be able to breeze
Updates,
through...
whatever. They just patched some of the stuff. They made grenades really big.
Yeah, we got some screenshots for whatnot, but let's go with the playoffs, Lucas. So if you can bring up the playoff bracket, let's get into this right now. So we've got our... top 6 teams for IEM Cologne 2025. We've got our quarterfinals tomorrow. The first game is going to be MongolZ taking on NAVI, and then we're going to have MOUZ versus FURIA. So maybe we start there, shall we? Right? I guess for the two of you, any big surprises for teams not in the playoffs?
Falcons, I mean, in terms of surprises, considering Nico Modesty let them down massively, I feel like Nico had some real stinkers towards the end there, so kind of thought, we all think they're going to be the contender for Vitality. They're yet to really prove it. The Melbourne final was great, but other than that, kind of waiting for Falcons to activate. So I guess I had some expectation they make it to the playoffs, yeah.
A less obvious one?
One more superstar.
Astralis.
Okay.
They actually, like this should feel like their major, given they weren't at the major, and they also looked good in Astana towards the end of last year. They came in, they did all right at Fisher, and sure, the L in the final's a bit weird, but you know, they had some good games in there. And with Hooksy in the squad, I thought they were going to make a run, and then they fell very short of that, so...
Okay, all right. We got the disappointments out the way.
Even that G2 FURIA game, I felt like it was winnable for G2. I felt like SunPayus kind of also dropped the ball there, that final game of the group. I rate FURIA. I'm glad they're in the playoffs. I think they've got a hard opening matchup, but this G2 team, maybe give it a couple more events. I think they have some legs.
Dude, G2 are actually really exciting.
Yeah?
I was so ready to forget about G2. I was so mentally prepared to be like, yeah,
Turns out
Goodbye.
Pets is really
Goodbye,
a genius,
team.
isn't it? Right? Like,
Yeah.
considering all the flack that he got, he's got a team that seems to be functioning, other than the SunPayus thing, because that was very underwhelming, I would agree.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the team looks like it's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
But let's focus in on the bracket right now. So the first game of tomorrow is going to be the MongolZ versus NAVI. It's going to be the third time they played in a playoff this year. It's going to be the fifth time they played this year. NAVI have beaten them twice, both in groups. MongolZ have beaten them twice, both in playoffs. Are there any other interesting story nuggets? MongolZ, the major grand finalists.
Makazze's first stage game could be interesting.
That's true.
How can you expect him to come out firing? He's probably not going to, but I think it's cool to see him get the experience, and maybe he'll look better. To be honest, I'm scared with MongolZ. They always scare me, even post Austin, because it's a team that I feel like it's just, they're the epitome of like, oh, do we show up on the day? Like, if the players play well, if the players are feeling good, sure, there's a whole stage angle to talk about somewhat vanquished after Austin, but if they show up and they're like having an off day and players aren't feeling it, dude, this team could get 2-0 by NAVI for sure.
Does anybody think that NAVI can beat MongolZ? Really? Okay.
It's not impossible.
No, it's not.
I think MongolZ are favorites, of course, but like, I'm scared. They scare me.
You just got booed for saying Navi might beat Mongols, and then he asked, "Do you think Navi could beat Mongols?" And everyone was excited.
They're just
doesn't
screaming.
make any sense.
They're just
doesn't make
screaming.
any sense. Yeah.
Guys, who loves HLTV?
They didn't even hear
Wow.
you. Yeah, see?
Wow,
You can say
nothing,
anything at this
nothing.
point. It doesn't matter.
Guys, who loves HLTV? See, I do it twice. Once nothing, once everything.
It's all about the second time. Prof, what do you think about this quarterfinal?
I mean, kind of similar. Like it is weirdly, it's weird to be in a world where Mongols are the favorites against Navi, but they simply are, right? And the pressure is on them to perform because this is a new Navi lineup. I mean, just one roster change, but what they had before wasn't that impressive anyway. So there's still some like reshuffling and everything. But I'm very excited just about the EMA and Bit combination, how they have been playing for the most part. I know Bit also had a stinker of a map or two, but overall, the two of them elevating is something they need in this constellation of players. Without JL, who used to be their, I want to say joker, but not really. Like he was their star player, right? Whenever they would be doing good, JL was a huge factor with maybe just a single round, maybe a map, maybe a whole tournament, right? An MVP performance. Without that, it has to be EMA and Bit consistent.
Wonderful's been good too.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's such a it's a hard one to predict because there's just a lot of variables at play. Like for Navi, you have the makazze. Like he could completely shit the bed, and he's really not giving the vibe he's going to, but he could shit the bed. It's like that's a huge X factor to take into account. Like maybe he levels up on the stage, maybe gets way worse. And then when you look at the rest of the roster, I think if the trade-off is JL goes, EMA, Bit, and Wonderful suddenly start playing like absolute gods, screw it, I'll take it, bro. And like makazze can be 0.9 rated for all I care. Like it's fine if you're getting way more mileage out of the other three, and they've all looked great. And I think for the Mongols, something that's also a little bit scary is like, you know, the major was sick, and it's the furthest they've ever gone. But like, look at a team, this is a really shit comparison.
Go
but
on.
it's like, look at a team like Pain, who went all the way into the semis. They're looking good, and then they show up to Cologne, they get reamed out, right? Like, it's a new season. You're on the other side of the player break. Anything can happen right now, and those three are hitting really hard for Navi. I think it's like a super 50-50 game. It's really hard to predict.
Something needs to be considered, right? MongolZ going to ban Train, Navi going to ban Dust too. So in terms of the veto here, it feels like it's pretty clear cut. Both teams like Mirage, but you think the MongolZ will pick it.
Well, even that is like a huge, like, you know, in the veto, whoever's going first there, like, are you going to lean into the Mirage pick? Both teams,
Decider.
I think they gladly play it.
If you're Navi, you think that MongolZ will pick it.
Yeah.
So then you're either going to pick Inferno.
But if they do,
or
like,
Nuke.
that leaves Navi in a fantastic position. And
Navi
surely
going
you
Inferno?
agree, right?
Yeah, or Nuke, I think.
Yeah.
And then at this point, you have Overpass, right, which the MongolZ have shown that they're happy to play, haven't had to play it yet. And Navi, of their 6-map pool, the only map they haven't played is Overpass as well. So Overpass could be the unknown factor of that matchup right
I think
there.
it's like Mongols are the favorites, but my God, is there an upset chance?
So what are
Like,
we saying,
massive,
60-40?
because of the veto, because of these 3 stars for Navi all playing good?
75-25, what are we saying?
I like 60-40 Mongols. Maybe 65-35.
I think even tighter than that. 55-45
Okay.
for me.
Prof?
What does the audience say?
What do you guys think?
Fair enough.
All right.
The people have spoken.
Mongols!
Harry's getting caught up in the fanfare. All right. So
They've changed me over.
We'd have
Mongols are gonna win.
Mongols. We'd have Mongols with that one. Now let's jump up to the top side of the bracket here. MOUZ versus FURIA. This matchup, FURIA have continued to maybe exceed expectations, right? This is going to be MongolZ's second big event, right? He obviously played the major, but they were playing on the weaker side of the bracket. MOUZ, perpetually the second best team in the world. This is their 8th playoff this year. If they win this, it'll be 8th time they get to play against Vitality. For Fallen, it's been 8 years since we've seen him in the Lanxess. So it's an interesting matchup for a lot of different reasons, but do FURIA really have a chance to beat MOUZ?
I think that's like the hardest opening game FURIA could have pulled, like in terms of, you know, the three other quarterfinal teams. That's the worst team to pull, obviously. And only if MOUZ underestimate their opponent, I don't know why they would, given that FURIA's run, not only to a major, yes, they bottled the game v Pain, but even their group stage games have really been really good. Their train is solid. That's a map that MOUZ have been willing to play, but not to their betterment. I think, obviously, to count FURIA out completely would be a bit crazy, but like this is a bracket run for MOUZ. This is MOUZ's chance again to play Vitality. That's all they're thinking. They want to beat Vitality. They need to get through FURIA. It should be MOUZ. No one wants to predict a FURIA upset on this one. Maybe Harry will.
Well, Dust 2 likely won't feature. MOUZ are playing a 7-map pool now, so they can ban Dust 2. And then for FURIA, they probably pick Train, like you said. They're going to ban Ancient. So I think that just from the veto alone, it favors MOUZ. They also have more experience as a team. Spinx was in the grand final at Cologne last year.
Spinx looks so good in this team as well. He's slotted in so well. Like, it's crazy. Considering last year he's in Vitality, part of the Vitality team that lifts the Cologne trophy. Like, inside of MOUZ, I thought it was like a loss. When he joined this team, I thought it was like a, oh shit, he just wants to play the season, so he'll join a roster that's like pretty good, but like it doesn't really work. Oh, Brolin's in-game leading. We just kind of swept past that. Like, Brolin's calling well enough. I know Xerxen calls a lot of the openers, and like there's a very vocal players on the team, Torshi, Xerxen, Spinx, not as vocal, but he's performing really well. So, dude, the MOUZ team is, I'm never going to call them to beat Vitality until they do it, but you know, I'm high on MOUZ right now.
All right, anyone think that FURIA has a chance?
I have one thing to say about FURIA.
FURIA.
Justify it, Harry. What? Justify it, Prof.
MongolZ.
I like it. I like where this guy's going.
MongolZ.
Yes.
Making a convincing point.
Anya Kindle. We'll go MongolZ first.
MongolZ humbled MATYS.
Ooh.
Fact. He humbled MATYS. Does 2 re-peeking mid CT side.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a leg shot on MATYS. Might just go for another one. Doesn't really care. Like he was the instrument of that like complete shutdown on Dust 2 in the second half. So overall, what a super impressive young lad. I think Torshi is really good, but I think in the current form, MongolZ is ahead, and by a good margin for me. So I think Torshi adds a lot as a team player, but in the head-to-head, if you know someone's going to be taking over the game, I believe MongolZ would do that.
But it's only the third map of that Falcons series that he really started to have impact, right? And the thing is,
well, he actually played like dog in the other 2 maps.
But there'll be no Dust 2, and it was Dust 2 where he came out of his shell there.
And
so,
dude, you know, the thing that's cool with MongolZ is that it's like he can have a disastrous couple of maps, and it's like then he'll just bounce back on the 3rd map right when you need him to, as though he was fine the whole time actually, and this was all, you know. He doesn't. He's not like an AWPer who lets the kind of whiffed shots or the missed timings and shit like that like define his game style. He's always gonna play his game. He's always gonna be mobile. And when you put him on a Dust 2 or a Train, more often than not, I think he excels there.
What's the mouse dongle thing you told me? Is that was MongolZ?
Oh yeah,
right?
the back.
Yeah, that's from the podcast, right?
Like,
he didn't have his. When he played in the major, he had his dongle plugged into the back of the PC.
He's getting interference with his mouse.
He had a laggy mouse.
Yeah.
And he made it all the way to the major quarter.
Yeah. So these are the teething. Okay, but saying that, does anybody really think that FURIA will beat MOUZ?
Yeah!
Does anyone really think the MOUZ will beat FURIA?
Didn't say anything.
I think MOUZ won.
Pretty balanced.
Yeah, but I feel like you did that just to throw him off.
No, I just wanted to see if they cheer.
Okay. Well, I think like if we're going to be, like, if we're playing the percentages here, MOUZ win that series, right?
Should do.
MOUZ is certainly the favorites.
There you go.
Massively.
There you go.
And the 7-map pool helps them a long way, taking Dust 2 out of FURIA's repertoire, which is like, That's
Probably
massive,
their best
man.
map right
Like,
now,
The question is, do
'Cause-
MOUZ win train? That's
Dude,
a question for me.
In some of these games, like the idea that FURIA can try and force you onto like a dust and train in the same veto is mind-blowing, and that won't happen VMouths, right? Like they have the 7-map pool, you're going to get rid of one of them's gone. It's going to be hard, but I just have a weirdly good feeling for FURIA right now. Like,
Okay.
I think MongolZ look good. The few games where he's dropped off, he's still been able to find impact in the entire series. I think Yakindar's been fantastic since coming back, bro. That guy is like really, really looking good again in the entry role, taking a lot of space, putting a lot of pressure on. We like Yakindar. For me, like the big X factor of all of this is going to be kyousuke. He's someone where like the team's performance live and die on kyousuke, and he's had some games where he will be like 25-6, and you're going, holy shit, bro, it's kyousuke. He's back.
And
And
then
then
you
I've
have the
seen him
major
go
quarterfinal.
0-8 to open up, and Yuri looks like the GOAT of that team, and I'm like, how has this happened?
Bro, the
How have we
major
fallen so
quarterfinal,
far?
Harry. That game v Pain
Yeah.
on Inferno, especially,
Yeah.
like just absolutely, he was just not there. He was just not in the match.
And
He
so, like, weirdly, I'm most looking at kyousuke's mileage, even though he's like the veteran, you know, alongside Fallen in this team.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if he pops off, bro, and MongolZ's looking good, that's it. They win.
Okay.
No question.
Well, we're not filling out the bracket anyway. We're just talking about the matchups overall. But let's live in because the rest of the conversation isn't about who wins the semis. The rest of the conversation is
who beats that team?
can
bro?
anybody beat Vitality?
The people have spoken.
So just so it's on the record, Vitality have won all three of their series 2-0. Some of their games were maybe a little bit close, like Train versus G2 or Nuke versus Astralis. The series against MongolZ really wasn't that close. That was a blowout series.
I said this the day before the Legacy game at the Major. I'm not predicting Vitality to lose a series until they lose it, and that still stands in the BO3s, in the BO5.
They're 37 in a row right now in terms of best of threes and best of fives. If they win this event, it's going to be 39. So, right, in terms of the form that they've brought, the fact that it's not just zweih carrying, you're getting good performances from Flamesy, Mezzy's playing well, Rops is playing well, everybody's contributing to the victories for Vitality. If MOUZ beat them, it'll be the first time in 8 times.
You know what's cool though? If MOUZ do beat them and you go off the favorite of the other side of the bracket, we could have MOUZ Spirit final potentially. And that's actually
That was a
turned out to
banger
be
game.
banger game
It was a
here.
banger game.
It was a banger game back at Austin as well. It actually tends to be a banger game, MOUZ Spirit. So I don't think that's like, obviously it would be cool to have Vitality in another final, keep up this streak, keep up the legendary run, do the back-to-back. But MOUZ Spirit as a matchup actually delivers, especially on Mirage.
We've strayed too far from God. Like, he's talking about MOUZ Spirit. Like, it might actually happen. Like,
No, I mean,
MOUZ
Vitality's
Spirit
gonna
in
win.
this bracket could happen.
It could.
Nah,
Why not?
Chad, go on. Say it with your chest. You think it can happen?
No, I think the most likely final is Vitality Spirit.
There you
Sure.
go.
That's the most likely final.
Could
That's-
anyone beat Spirit, Chad?
Well, yeah.
No, sorry, on their side of the bracket.
Mongols could.
Mongols can.
Mongols could, but
Can and have.
I think Donk's
And Will?
in blistering hot form at the moment.
He is.
Like,
And
Donk
Shiro
is playing
also
well as
looking
well.
really fucking good.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard to get past Spirit, even though Mongols are a very good team. I think that I would still back Spirit. I don't. What about you, Prof?
From the lower part,
Yeah.
yeah, still backing Spirit. I mean, even with zweih not really doing anything much, like he was just pretty much cosplaying Magics in the group stage, they still not cruise through. The MOUZ game was close at some moments, but overall they looked super convincing. So I don't see why not, especially against MongolZ and NAVI. I think both of them they had pretty good results against. So I don't. But for example, the Vitality Spirit, I don't think we even saw that much this year. Somehow.
No, we had it obviously in Katowice, which was the final.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what started Vitality's dominant run, right? That was the beginning of all of this. So I think that you get a more competitive final out of Vitality Spirit than you do out of Vitality Mongols. And I think that Mongols could beat Spirit. I think that is a 55-45 in my opinion. Either way, I wouldn't put it one way or the other. I think that game is, but at the moment with the form, I would probably back Spirit. But You know, we'll see what Mongols bring against NAVI. We know in these seeding games, you guys know this, I think you did both of their seeding games.
Yeah,
you did their seeding game in Katowice against NAVI, and you did their seeding game against Vitality
They
here.
suck in those games.
Yeah.
I don't know, they just fall apart both times. In the NAVI one, it actually like felt like they were almost trolling. They were just like Wing. At least in the Vitality one here, they were really trying on some slow T-side Mirage rounds, but in that NAVI game, I remember on Ancient, they were just running through smokes. Like, they didn't give a shit.
It was the wildest CS ever.
I turned to Harry after, I said like, you know, not an accusation. They didn't care about that game. They didn't really care about that game.
It didn't feel
like they did.
So this is where you get the mental shift for Mongols, because in the games that they played up until that point, 3D Max they 2-0'd, and they 2-0'd Falcons as well. And those were both 13-9 games. So this is the thing. Maybe it's just the mental block in the games that don't have the stakes, right?
Yeah,
they're already in the playoffs. But we need to see them absolutely dumpster NAVI, which is a team that they have been able to beat earlier this year multiple times in playoffs.
I really hope, because you talked about Vitality Spirit earlier on, I really hope that is the final we get to see. Because I think with, like, teams, players, everyone plays better when they have, like, the challenge, the competition. Spirit want to be the best. You remember when Astana ended, and it was weird, like, Donk and stuff are standing around the trophy looking like somber, like they don't want to be there.
Like we gave
and
them a map.
Yeah, but that's not a shtick, you know? That's not like a bit. Like they were actually pissed because it's like, bro, the Major's coming up next, and we just lost the map to fucking Hooksy's boys. Like he'd been in the server, he'd been in the team for 10 minutes. Like, you know, that's not a good look. That's not a good look.
I see some Astralis jerseys in the crowd. I think they're single-handedly saving them from bankruptcy.
Yeah, look, we do get a... They'll be if they keep playing like this, they'll be at the Major this year. Well, this season.
Finally, getting bailed out after they get sold.
When we were back at Astana, this was where the change with Shiro started, with him being way more involved in opening fights. And his numbers have been fantastic this event. He's been really, really switched on. These were changes they tried to make heading into the Austin Major, and it didn't work out for Spirit, so they finally went to like the last resort of changing a player. Something that everyone else wanted them to do way sooner. They should have had Kia fucking however you say his name on the team, right? they should have had him in the team, but then they missed that boat. That's fine. They get rid of Magix. They bring in zweih. Every change they've done is with the goal of beating Vitality in my mind, because they want to be the best. They want to take them on. They want to play them in a head-to-head, and I think getting that in a final is fucking hype as shit, because to me, every change Spirit have made is to counter one team and one team mainly. Of course. And that is Team Vitality, because they know, real recognizes real on this one. Donk is like, yeah, they're fucking good, but I want to beat them. And so that's the final I'm hoping for. It's going to be fucking hype if that's what we get.
That is going to be, because we already seen the final between Vitality and Mongols. I think Vitality versus Spirit.
Give me Vitality Spirit.
Yeah, that's what I think everybody's hoping for, right?
I also just want to see more like Zonk. ZywOo versus Donk.
Zonk.
The Zonk.
The Zonk showdown, bro.
Yeah, the Zonk ship. Because like as much as you want to, everyone wants to say like ZywOo is the player of the year and everything. If you look at raw stats,
Donk's dominating.
Donk is ahead of him, like in terms of like rating and stuff. I know that's not all of it, but he has been as good as you can be. It's just a Spirit hasn't been, and he hasn't been that deep in tournaments, hasn't won the MVPs because they went out in quarters and semis sometimes against teams they shouldn't be losing to. So if they can get into a final, I think that would be a fucking banger of a game.
But either way, we get left with one question. Can anybody beat Vitality? And unfortunately, there's no way for us to actually answer that.
I know.
Find out this Sunday in the WWE Live Championship.
So is everybody going to be in the Langston over the weekend? All right. That's the energy that we're looking for, because we've reached the end of the show.
What? Encore! Oh, no.
One more guest.
One more quiz, Jack!
We can do one question. We can do one question from the audience if you want.
Now?
One question from the audience.
One question.
One question.
How are we going to work that out?
I don't know.
Does anybody have a really good question? Okay, someone said I have.
Someone really confidently said I have. Who?
What is it? I don't know if we have more beer.
That's a bad question.
I don't know
of
about
course
that.
we have more beer.
I don't know about that.
Oh, if you want to go out into the crowd and hand a mic.
Huh? Favorite major? I think probably...
Cologne 2015, Chad?
What about ESL Cologne 2015?
Nah, that one's all right.
I remember a specific game in there. It was quite enjoyable to watch on Mirage.
Antwerp was pretty good, I think. I really enjoyed Antwerp.
Yo, Antwerp was yes, that was
good.
Antwerp
Copenhagen.
was good. Yeah, there's been some good ones. Yeah.
Copenhagen, Antwerp.
Yeah.
Bro, Rio Well, no, I'm just thinking of the Navi. No. Hey, hold on.
ESL Shield!
Sorry, that Navi FURIA game was really good.
There you go.
Retcon the rest of the tournament.
Well, that's the only game that happened at that tournament,
Yeah, that's
right?
the only game that
Yeah,
happened.
it was an exhibition match.
FURIA won.
And the crowd loved it.
Hugo's a really big fan of Gaules, and he went and got to meet him, which was cool.
Oh, that's nice.
And he met him in Rio.
That's very nice.
Not true, but shout out Gaules.
Okay, so look, we've got some keycaps. That's our last thing to give away. It's right there on the floor. I think that's what Lucas is talking
Harry,
about.
you want to do it?
Now you got it, bro.
Prof, you do it.
Go on, Prof. It's your thing. Give it away.
We'll get rid of these keycaps, then we'll shut her down.
Oh no, the Astralis guy's got it.
Kind of dangerous.
All right. Now, boys, is there anything you want to say before we say goodnight?
What was that? Sorry, Chad.
Is there anything you would like to say before we say goodnight?
Thanks for having us. See you in the Lanxess. Show up, be loud, be proud, be the crowd.
I like it.
All right, Prof. You got anything?
I'm good. It was a good event. It was a good show. We'll be here next year. Maybe a bit earlier in the year.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Find out on Sunday.
Secret announcement on Sunday. Definitely won't be anything regarding Cologne next year.
Who knows?
And that's pretty much it.
Okay, well, this is where we get to do all the fun stuff. We get to thank the sponsors. Big shout out to XPERION and the beer sponsor that Prof will pronounce correctly.
Paul Anna.
That's the one. Everyone's been drinking up a storm. Shout out to SkinPle's as well as Anthros. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for watching at home. And we'll be back next week with MATYS joining us as a guest on the show. We'll see you then. Good night.
Sell in-game items at the best prices in just a couple of clicks. We are the biggest instant sell service for in-game items like Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Rust. Easy selling process and instant withdrawal of funds to the most popular payment methods. More than 140,000 deals and 50,000 active sellers every month. Use promo code HLTV5 and get a 5% bonus on the sale of your skins. SkinPle's. Sell items now.
When every move counts, your chair shouldn't hold you back. Top esports players are switching to Anthros for unbeatable support and performance that keeps them in the game longer. Designed to support your unique shape and built with medical-grade components, Anthros is setting a new standard for comfort. Check out the Anthros difference today and get ready to fix your sit, because gaming deserves more than just a chair.